What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's watch along here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds taking on Sunderland, and the big breaking team news is one change from the last team. Mohamed Salah remains on the bench. It is Andy Robertson coming in for Milos Kerkez, but as you can see, pretty much consistency from the manager. It is a big call, and it is one that I have to say I think is the right call. But either way, this is put to bed. Any of the will he drop Salah, will he continue to play Salah? We know what we're dealing with now for this one. And look, the bench is looking pretty good as well. So let me take you through the team really quickly. In goal, Alisson Becker. Right back, Joe Gomez. Left back, Andy Robertson. Your centre-back pairing, Ibrahim Kanade, and our captain, Virgil van Dijk. In midfield, it is Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, and Dominic Szoboszlai. And then we've got Wirtz, Gakpo and Isak. Now, it's probably a 4-2-3-1, so it's probably 4-2, and then obviously it's either going to be Wirtz or Szoboszlai out to the right side, but roughly that's the 11. Same setup from the last time. Only change is Robbo in for Kerkez. Your Liverpool bench today, Georgi Marmadashvili, Endo, Kerkez, Salah, Chiesa, Jones, Ekitike, Rio Engamoa and Trey Morris-Nioni. So, how are we feeling? I mean, fair play to Arna. Let me put that one out there nice and early. I'm happy with that 11. I don't know about everybody else, but, there's one or two things I may have done slightly differently, but, well done to the manager. I want to put that out there nice and early. He has rewarded the players who got the win, and I like it. So, yeah, do let us know your thoughts, but also the options for the bench are pretty good. So, yeah, happy with that one for me anyway, ladies and gents, but let me just ask everybody, are you happy with it? So let's get a poll up. Are you happy with the team? Right, are you happy with the team? A simple one. We'll run it at that. Let me know what you guys think. And welcome along, by the way, if you're joining us nice and early. Appreciate you dropping in. A reminder, it is an 8:15 kickoff tonight, 8:15. We'll take you to the Sunderland team momentarily as well. I like the lineup, but Kerkez should start. I think he could be just trying to measure this out over the next few days. So maybe we see Kerkez away against Leeds United at the weekend. And don't forget, we have Tuesday against Brighton as well. So there is plenty of football coming up. What we do know now is, though, there's two more games after this for Mohamed Salah before he goes off to the AFCON. And it'll be interesting to see if he can find his way back into the starting 11 before that. I've just been given the Sunderland team loose, folks, so let me run you through this one. It's Roofs, Hume, Mukiele, Ballard, Alderete, Renildo, Xhaka, Siddiqui, Talby, Lefay, and Brobery. So that is the 11 for Sunderland. Did I just say Southampton? I meant to say Sunderland. If I said Southampton, my apologies. But yes, either way, that is the Sunderland team. And look, nothing less than 3 points is going to be good enough tonight, my friends. We've got to get that win. But look, I'm happy. I am. I think you can probably tell from my facial expression, I am pleasantly surprised. I did not think he was going to drop Salah. Again, I didn't. I thought, he's rotated for the last game. I fully expected him to move Mo back in. Ben said I called it Southampton earlier. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of getting used to because I'm not used to Sunderland being back up in the Prem. But great to have them back in and all. But yeah, that's my bad. Apologies. Feel bad for Hugo Ekitike. I get that, mate. I do get that. That was kind of one of my first thoughts as well when I looked at the 11. I thought, right, it's a big call to put Isak back in there through the middle and not have Ekitike. But I still can't really complain about it. I'm happy because there's lots of good options off the bench today for Arnold as well. Let's just say we need something in the second half. Well, we know we've got Kerkez who can come in if we need a bit of energy down the left. Obviously, Hugo Ekitike, Mohamed Salah, Fede, Curtis Jones, Rio Engamoa. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy with that one, folks. Blurry Vision edits are saying that Isak's bagging 3 today. Dude, I'll be a very, very happy camper if he does bag a hat-trick. If he scores 1 today, I'll be happy, in all honesty. If he can keep this good run going, happy days. Haley said it's a strong bench. It is. It definitely is, Haley. And look, I'm happy. Did I mention I'm happy? You can probably tell by looking at me that I'm happy, but I'm happy. Would love to see Rio getting a start at some point, said Owen Beck. Yep, same for me, Owen. Or Owen Backs, excuse me, Owen. Same. You know my take on Rio and Gamoa, mate. I love him. And I want him to get minutes as well. But all that being said, You know, I've been asking, has the manager got the balls? Has he got the stones to drop Mohamed Salah again? And yes, 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 he has. Now, look, I'm again not trying to say Salah is the problem, but what I am trying to say is we won against West Ham. We played a little bit better. Let's go again with that. And I'm glad he's done that. And if Salah had been in the team that beat West Ham, I'd have said the same thing. Keep that same 11, keep Mo in there and go again. I can understand the change he has made at left back, Andy Robertson coming in place of Milos Kerkez. Again, I think it's just a rotational thing on the left side. He has two good left backs now, and you know Kerkez did nothing wrong against West Ham, but I would say we're probably going to see them rotated as the weeks go on. Chiesa getting splinters again. Look, we're just going to have to accept it at this point, Paul. You know, I'm not saying we have to like it, but we're just going to have to accept it. That is just the way the manager views the Chiesa situation, and I guess we'll know more in January, won't we? Whether the manager makes a change or not there in January, whether Chiesa moves on. What's this gentleman's name? Azar Ebino said, Joe Gomez, another big performance loading. I hope so. Because he made a big difference in the last game. And if we can, you know, come up with a similar type of performance today, I dare say we won't do too badly. At this point last season, Isak, 4 goals, ended with 27. I love it, mate. Keep that positivity coming. So what I'm hearing is 25's in the bag, right? 25's in the bag, dude. That's what we're saying. When will Frimpong and Bradley come back? So there was a report yesterday from Arna's press conference that said that both of them are back on the grass now doing some running. Mixed reporting on the Bradley situation. James Pearce seems to think Bradley could be in contention for Saturday against Leeds, but we're about 2 weeks away with regards to Frimpong. So, look, we're on the home straight with both of them. Hopefully Bradley is back on Saturday. You know, that would be a good option for the manager. But either way, I'd say the Brighton game might be the last one that Frimpong misses. Need a big win tonight, 3-1, said Keith Dunn. Mate, I'll take that. A 3. That's my prediction, actually, if I remember correctly from the preview. I'm worried that Sunderland's physicality might be too much for the mighty Reds. Look, I'm going to be really blunt about this, Anthony, and this isn't aimed at you, mate, not at all. But if we can't deal with Sunderland, we have bigger problems. Yes, Sunderland might come to try and be physical, but our boys have to match that physicality. This is the Premier League. It's a physical league. So if we can't make do with Sunderland at home, we've got bigger problems to worry about. So, what's this one? Anfield Edition have posted to say back-to-back benchings for Mohamed Salah in the Premier League for the first time in his Liverpool career. They go on to ask, do you agree with Slott's decision not to change a winning side, or should the forward have come back into the team? Well, look, I agree with it, but I also understand anybody else's point who may think that he should have come back into the team. For me, I'm big on keeping a winning team together. So let's see what happens. I want to just take you guys through something interesting that the Times have reported. It caught my eye because, well, it could be something and it could be nothing, but the Times have reported that Tony Bloom, who of course owns Brighton, Tony Bloom, the owner of Brighton and Hove Albion, has been accused of operating a secret £600 million gambling syndicate to bet on football matches, using accounts including some belonging to Nigel Farage's former chief of staff. That could be big trouble for Tony Bloom if that is proven. Like £600 million worth of a betting syndicate. Now, look, we do know that Tony Bloom is a master of I don't want to say manipulation, but data, statistics, finding that edge. I don't know, lads. That's big news. So there was a poll earlier on was this on Sky? Let me just double check. Yeah, this was on Sky Bet. And they asked, should Mohamed Salah stay on the bench? And when we clicked into this vote, 71.4% of people said yes, keep him on the bench. So, interesting one. Isak just changed the Ekatike in the lineup. Not on mine, it didn't. I'm still looking at it right here now, and it says Isak. So, I don't know. But mine, it shows Isak. People are saying the lineup is wrong. On my end, it's shown exactly as it should be. So, I don't know. So, again, I don't know, people are saying to me, but on my end, it's shown Alisson, Gomez, Canade, Van Dijk, Robertson, McAllister, McAllister, Gravenberch, Soboslai, Wirtz, Gakpo, Isak. So yeah, it's fine on my end. Blizzard, how are we? Connor said it glitched for a second, and I'm going to use his words here. You fuckers are mental. Calm down, is what he said. There you go. And he's not wrong. God almighty, the amount of people who are just so quick to just go, meh, meh, meh. Chill. It glitched for 1 second. 1 second. Calm. Bournemouth last year, fans worried. We battered them. I just want us to win again. You know, I like winning. I like 3 points. Yours is exactly what Liverpool is showing. Exactly. Look, sometimes it does glitch and, you know, stuff happens. But, you know, give us a moment. We always sort it out in the long run. We'll get there. We'll get there. Earlier it was showing Ekatike and Salah, not a big deal just saying. But it showed it for like 2 seconds. And just were all straight in, piling on immediately. It's wrong. Relax. It's all good. We'll get there in the end. I keep telling you we're idiots. You know? I keep telling you. You're dealing with 2 Irish idiots here, so, you know, we'll get there in the end. Is it 8:15 kickoff? It is indeed, yeah. It is indeed, mate. Craig, thoughts on the MLS clubs taking an interest in Harvey Elliott? I haven't really had much of a time to look back through this. It did pop into my inbox earlier on. Footy insiders say MLS clubs are prepared to give Harvey Elliott a way out as Liverpool remain furious over his lack of minutes on loan at Villa. Because he's already played for 2 clubs this season, the midfielder can only move to a league on a different FIFA calendar, such as the USA or Brazil. Now, I have no idea where to go from that, because earlier on today, Greg Evans reported that there are no plans to recall Harvey Elliott from his loan move at Aston Villa. So, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what the situation is there. Look, I haven't got a clue, in all honesty. I don't know. Is there an upside going to the MLS for a few months? I don't know. It feels weird. But then again, him not getting minutes at Aston Villa when they took him on loan feels even strange. So, I don't know at this point. Who's playing, Salah or Soboslai? Everybody that's on that screen right now is who's playing, mate. Yeah, Salah's on the bench. So the big news, if you are joining us and you're not sure, the confirmed lineup tonight is Alisson in goal, then a back 4 of Gomez, Robertson, Canade and Virgil. In midfield, the 2 sitting midfielders are Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch. Then it's Soboslai, Wirtz and Gakpo with Alexander Isak up top. That is the confirmed Liverpool starting 11 today. The Liverpool bench is Georgi Mamardashvili, Wataru Endo, Milos Kerkez, Mohamed Salah, Federico Chiesa, Curtis Jones, Ugo Ekatike, Trey Morris, Nioni and Rio Ngamoa. Is Ekatike not 100% fit? I'm not sure, Martin. I'm not sure, mate. I would say he is, but I would say the manager just wants to get Isak fit and play him. So I would imagine that that's the case. Now look, if you're Hugo Ekatike, you're probably feeling a little bit annoyed by it, and I get it, because he's had a very bright start to his Liverpool career. But ultimately, we won the last game, and I am a firm believer in, where possible, not changing a winning team. Stargirl, how are we, my friend? Missed the game, was in Lisbon. Oh, little flex there. Little flex, love it. Lovely city, isn't it? As you know, I've been saying for ages, Dom to play right midfield, similar to Gerrard. Mo should reinvent himself as a forward. I just want us to look to the future at this point, and the future is going to be your Isaks, your Wirtz, your Ekatikes, your Gravenberches, your Soboslais. So for me, I'm happy enough, and it's up to Mo now to, you know, take his chance again when he gets it, which I'm sure he'll get soon enough. Tipsy Dipsy. Slot's job must be on the line if he's dropping Salah again for the second time. Happy with that lineup, rewarding good performances with more games. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same. Look, I said all week, I kind of did expect him to bring Salah back in, but I don't disagree with the decision he's made. Hey, Craig, these two games are a must-win for us. I'd say three, Keith, mate. I'd say three. We've got this game, we've got Leeds United away on Saturday at 5:30, and then we've got Brighton and Hove Albion at home on Tuesday. Yeah, if we can win these three games, the league table and life will be looking a lot rosier for the Reds. Craig, could Mo be dropped be a signal of the end of an era? Look, I wouldn't read that into it yet. I wouldn't. Because what do we know about Mohamed Salah? Well, we know that this man has continuously fought against failure his entire career and succeeded. So for me to sit here and doubt Mohamed Salah, to respond to this, I'd probably be quite foolish. It is a nod to the future, there's no doubt about that. But this is up to Mo now, because this is probably for the first time certainly in his Liverpool career, it's a challenge. It's a challenge for him to convince the manager and find his way back into the team. So, I just want what's best for the team. It's as simple as that. And if the manager thinks that the 11 he's putting out is best for the team, cool. If he had to put Mo in today, and I said it during the week, I'd have been fine about that. I would have been interested to see him with Gomez behind him. But ultimately, I'm happy with the team the manager selected. But I wouldn't be writing Mo off yet. I do think, the man has enough about him to respond to this if he wants to. But I don't know what the future holds. Stevie Boy, how are we, dude? Said, could see Mo sold in January. With the AFCON on, maybe latter part, perhaps. I don't know. Here's what I'm going to predict to you, Stevie Boy, and let me know if you agree. You don't have to super chat. I'll look out for your comment. But let me know if you agree. So I think if he doesn't play much between now and the time he goes to the AFCON, I fully expect some more leaks to come out when he's over there about him being unhappy. Maybe Rami Abasisa starts tweeting a little bit. And I would almost say that there will be a lot more links then to the Saudi Pro League at that point. But whether anything comes of that or not, I don't know. But that's my prediction for you. That we're going to now start seeing that avalanche of potential negativity that I speak about when things aren't going Mo's way. Now look, these aren't nice things to say, and people may disagree with me, but I call it as I see it, and that's generally what's happened over the years. So let's see what happens this time. Nayan, how are we, my friend? Said, I'm happy Gakpo is in our team. Great player. Look, I always stick up for Cody. I do think there are things that we need to change on the left side. We need to have a varied option. But goal and assist in the last game, it would be very harsh to not then play him again in this one, even though he wasn't in my 11, But I am harsh, I'll admit that. Craig, could Kubo be a good fit if we sell Chiesa? I don't think Takefusa Kubo's good enough, in all honesty, mate. He's an incredible dribbler with a very unique style of his as well. I just don't think he's good enough for us. He's been loosely linked over the years, but for me, no. If we're going to move out Chiesa, it will be because we're going for somebody else. And, will that somebody else be Antoine Semenyo? We'll have to wait and see. But on Kubo, I would say no. Craig, I'm not sure when he did, but Mo removed Liverpool tag from his X account bio. Look, I don't know. I'm not on X, so I don't look at people's accounts to pay attention to where it was or wasn't there. But ultimately, I don't care. I don't mean that towards you, but it is what it is. The manager's made his decision for the betterment of the team, and that's fine. Playing without a right winger isn't sustainable. Probably not. But look, we're not all ever going to be happy. There are people who probably look at the team tonight and want Salah in there. There'll be people who want Kirkes in there. There'll be people who think Jones should get a run. Ultimately, we won the last game with a very similar team. The manager has gone again with it. And I'm all for building continuity and building these relationships around the pitch. If he needs to turn to Salah tonight, then hopefully he does, and hopefully Mo can come on and make a difference, and that'll put him back in the manager's thinking. But right now, I think that team's picked on merit, and I'm happy with it. Three underrated Liverpool players you can think of in history. So three underrated players that I can think of. Dirk Cow would probably be one. I'm going to say Bobby Firmino, but not by Liverpool fans. I've always had this gripe with non-Liverpool fans. I don't think they ever fully appreciated the brilliance of Bobby the same way we did. And another one, who else could I say? Probably Joel Matip. I don't think Matip maybe gets the credit that he did get for being such a quality free signing and a consistent performer. Dingo Florida. Huge level drop from the Premier League Player of the Year. It's, it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Like I said, though, I expect Mo to answer this. I expect Mo to come back and prove he's not finished. Because, that's what the man's about. So I would say, don't write Mo off yet. And thank you, by the way, mate, for 22 months with us as a member. Really do appreciate that. Stargirl has said, I want to move to Portugal. Would you live there? Have put a bet on for Gomez to score. Wouldn't it be brilliant if he did? I don't know about living in Portugal. I've only been there a couple of times. One of my very good friends actually moved to Portugal a couple of years ago, and he's loving life over there. But, for me, I don't know. I'm kind of more focused on moving to Spain in the future. But, yeah, my mate loves it over in Portugal. He's been living over there, as I said, for a few years now. Sorry, I'm trying to see if Stevie Boy's response came in, because I don't want to miss his comment, as I did ask him. Right, where are we at? Stephen, how are we? Stephen McCulloch said, Mo removed Liverpool stuff from his account when he was first dropped. It was discussed on Sky Sports and TalkSport. If he did, and again, I don't know, but if he did, that's some petty ass shit, isn't it? Look, I'll go even further. I'll say it's a disgrace if he's done that. Look, I don't like arrogant people and don't like divas. And I don't know. I'm taking your word as gospel here. But if that is the case, it's just petty and it's just silly and it's childish and it's ridiculous, quite frankly, if he has done that. Keith said, I really do feel come the summer time we need to get replacements, VVD and Salah. They'll be 34, 35. Can't see VVD and Salah getting much game time in 26, 27. For Virgil, I can. I think centre-backs can go on, till the late 30s. So I do think there's time left in there for Virgil. But the Canade situation is one that I'm really intrigued by. Because for me, and again, this is just me being a spiteful little shithouse, if that story was true from Dean Jones about him wanting that move to Real Madrid, that doesn't sit well with me as a Liverpool fan. Knowing that we might just be second. Oh, hello. Is that Keane? Is that actually coming out? Because if that's actually coming out, just take all my money, mate, all of it. Just take all my money if that's coming out. Sorry, Keane just sent me on an image of a tracksuit. And I don't know if it's real or if it's just a mock-up. But if it's real, Jesus, sign me up for that. I'll be getting a few of them. Arna showed he has big balls today. Needs respect. I said at the very start of the show, mate. At the very, very start of the show, I said exactly that. Huge call from the manager. And I applaud him for it. I truly, truly do. I applaud the manager for his bravery on that one. Because, it wouldn't have been an easy thing. He's going to come under scrutiny for it. It's real. Oh! When is it out? When is it out, lads? Because I want it, and I want it immediately. When is that coming out? Because I got to get me some of that. Ooh. Do you have a favourite Liverpool player? You mean of all time or right now? Of all time, Robbie Fowler, then Steven Gerrard, Show us the pic of the top. There you go. There you go. That's the tracksuit top we're talking about. Oh, lads, what are we saying? What are we saying? That is... Whew, ooh, take my money. Take my goddamn money. All of it. Isn't that gorgeous? That is stunning. Yeah, that's a beauty. That's an absolute beauty. Yeah, that's it. I want it. So, anybody know when it... Average? Nah, fuck you, average. That's gorgeous, dude. Come on. Yeah, that's a bit of me, that is, lads. Meh. Sorry, you've no class. If you don't think that's amazing, then you don't deserve to be wearing Adidas. That's gorgeous. That's low-key kind of ugly, though. Nah, you're wrong. That's absolutely beautiful. There's no low-key ugly acting about that. Get rid of the accent off it and it'd be even better. But that is gorgeous. Compared to some of the stuff I've seen this year, that's class. It's blue. What are you talking about? It's black, isn't it? It's black and gold. Where are you getting blue from? Anyway, folks, that's where we're at. Let's God, I want... Anybody know when it's out? Does anybody know when it's coming out? Yeah, the problem is the AXA logo, Alex. I'm with you on that one, mate. I'm not a huge fan of the AXA logo on any of the training gear, and I think it takes the look off it. But I understand it has to be on there, obviously, as they're the training sponsors. But yeah, I'll take a bit of that. I just need to know when it's out. Craig, Salah's the scapegoat for Canada costing us last 3 games. I don't think he is, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't think he is the scapegoat, but I'm not saying he isn't a problem. He has been. But I think Salah's own form has been a problem. You know, I don't... Look, when you are a talisman, when you're a Virgil, when you're a Salah, you are going to be one of the first ones to come in for scrutiny if the team don't win. Oh, they're wearing it. The team are actually wearing it. Nice. Any idea, Connor, on a release date for that, by the way? Just out of curiosity, because if it's out now, I've shown you all already, mate. There it is there, just in case you haven't seen it. Players are wearing it today, so they've walked in wearing it. That looks incredible. LFC, Josh, how are we, dude? I think we should look at Conceição for right wing. I don't know. Don't know, mate. I'm just intrigued to see what happens in the January window, to be honest with you, because I want a centre-back in quick, smart. Ella, lovely to see you, my friend. Hope things are good with you. Coventry absolutely flying this season, mate. I hope hope you've been over to a few games. No doubt they'll be up in the Prem, and then you're in trouble, Ella. You're in trouble once Coventry get up to the Prem, because then what you gonna do, you know? Dean97, how are we, Dino? Said, Craig, life without Salah is beginning to form. Hate to say it, but the sooner the better. Look, genuinely, and I mean this when I say it, I hope he proves us all wrong, me included. And I do hope he comes back with a renewed anger, focus, and hunger. But we'll see. This is the first real challenge of his Liverpool career, you know, because he has been nothing short of the miracle man since he's been here. So this is the first real test in his Liverpool career, and you hope he responds in the right way. Mark Gibbons, how are we, dude? Said 100% the right team tonight. Salah has not been at it at all this season. You can see Isak and Wirtz are already getting a chemistry together. I hope you're right, but I'm not displeased about the team selection. I'm not, but I am loving that tracksuit top. Seeing the boys walking in it there now, it is delicious. One sec. Bear with me one sec. I have to check if this is on sale yet. Hang on. I have to have a look at the app. Let me just have a quick look, because I need this in my life, lads. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on the app yet anyway. Yeah, it's not on the app. Oh, lads. As soon as that comes out, boom. Happy Christmas, Craig. Scott, thank you, mate. Appreciate you. Bro got hard looking at that tracksuit. Yeah. Dude, I'm an Adidas freak. I keep telling you. You know, you see me out and about, pretty likely I'll be wearing something Adidas at any point. Genuinely, like, this to me is just heaven, Liverpool being involved with Adidas again. Craig, the tracksuit's mid, but everyone has their own opinion, so good for you. Good. I hope less people like it, so there's easy chance for me to get it. I think, look, the range of stuff they've put out this year, I do think has a good selection for everybody. Some of it I've loved, some of it I haven't really liked, but that tracksuit top is definitely right in my sweet spot anyway. So I will be having a little look at it. Right, so Arne Slot said Milos Kerkez left the pitch with cramp, so we thought it was too big of a risk to start him tonight. It's always a balance on continuity after a win, or do you need to freshen it up? I think we're clear we need more than 11 players tonight. Will Mo Salah come on? All of the players have a chance to come on, and he's one of them. So just confirming there that there was a little bit of cramp for Milos Kerkez after the last game, and the manager didn't want to take any chances. That's why he's put Andy Robertson in tonight. So that does explain the one change he has made from the team that won at the weekend. Craig, Sunderland's goalkeeper is actually playing really well. What do you think about him? I've paid so little attention to Sunderland this season. I watched maybe a handful of highlights of them. I had seen the game against Bournemouth. I watched the highlights of that one where they came back to win. But honestly, I wouldn't know much about the keeper, mate. I haven't paid any attention to him. But hopefully by the end of tonight, I'm not sitting here saying to you, you were right about that keeper. He's brilliant and he kept us out. So yeah, hopefully we can find a way past them and, then we can talk about it a bit more. Amazed he has benched Salah for the second game running. Didn't think he had the stones to do it. If we continue to look better without him, I could see him going to Saudi in the summer. Look, it's more how he responds to it that I'm interested in, because this is 2 in a row for the first time in his Liverpool career in the league. So I'm very intrigued to see how he responds to this. And I hope he does respond to it in the right way. Virgil van Dijk said, no game in the Premier League is ever easy. We need to be ready to follow up what we did at West Ham, to stay humble and to go again. Good words there from Virg. Craig, are you still leaning towards Slot being sacked, or after the weekend you giving him more time? Personally, I have and will remain Slot in. No, I'm still Slot out until he proves otherwise. And by that I mean consistently. These are games we should be winning. If he does win them all, look, it's definitely a plus. But, I'm going to need to see a few more things. Now, what I will say to you is, as much as I'll sit here and say I am Slot out, I very much want to be won back around. I very much want to get back behind the manager. And tonight, making that decision not to play Mo, that shows me something that I didn't think he had. And that definitely goes in the plus column. Now, I'm not saying I don't want Mo to play, but I'm saying it was a brave decision. And he has made a brave call. So he's shown a bit of ruthlessness that I questioned if he had. So if you can start putting the wins together, absolutely. I'm open to being won back over. I never want to get toxic with any of this stuff. But, you can't go through the run of games we have without having some accountability for it. So he's made the changes. If we win tonight, if we win against Leeds, if we win on Tuesday against Brighton, that's going to go a long way to smoothing things out. And then we've got some very interesting fixtures, the likes of Inter Milan. We're going to have to go away there. That's a tough one. If we play well and get a result there, then happy days. But I will say to you, I want it to work. I do. I want it to work. I've never, taken any pleasure in getting to the point where I felt like the manager had to go. But look, the results were just shocking. Matthew said, there's a black and gold shirt that's part of this same collection that's already on sale. Picked mine up from the Adidas store today. It's beautiful. Really? Huh. I have to go onto the... You're killing me here, dude. You're killing me. Let me go onto the Adidas app now. 1 second. Right, Adidas. Can you get me one of them, mate? And I'll pay for you to ship it over from whatever country you are in. Yeah, I'm not seeing the black and gold one yet. Not on the Irish Adidas store anyway. Yeah, it's definitely not on the Irish one. I'm looking through all the clothing now. Oh mate, that'd be filth though. Honestly, that'd be filth, Matthew. That looks class. A black and gold one. Did you buy your wife an Adidas ring when you got married? If that's even a thing, it isn't a thing. I do have I'm so sad I even wear Adidas boxer shorts. Although, I have found a brand of boxer shorts that have absolutely blown me away. Best boxer shorts I've ever owned in my life. I can't even tell you the name of them off the top of my head. 1 second. Let me open up Amazon and I'll tell you. Where are they? Yeah, these ones. What are they called? Danish Endurance. I bought some Danish Endurance bamboo boxer shorts because they guarantee not to scrunch up or go up your leg. They no crease boxers. Oh, lads. Oh, it's a whole new level of comfort that I'm not used to. The old Leroy are very comfortable. But yeah, highly recommend them. Danish Endurance. Got them on sale on the Amazon Prime. Got a couple of boxes of them and they are so good. So comfortable. Connor said he wears their running socks. Top quality. They need to sponsor us. Yeah, they do. They do. They can come and sponsor the studio bill, The Danish Endurance Studios, where Craig will endure to go more than 3 minutes. I feel Wirtz will get a goal tonight. Got a tenner on it. Nice. We like that, Stephen. Somebody else's money on a Gomez goal. I'd love I'd love a Wirtz goal. I would. I really, really would. But honestly, no joke, those Danish Endurance boxer shorts, oh my goodness. The Manscaped ones are incredible. They're really nice boxers as well. But what I love about the Danish Endurance ones, and by the way, we aren't sponsored or affiliated to this company. I'm just giving you a genuine review. They've no tag in them either. So you've no worries of the tag going into your arse crack or anything like that. They're so comfortable. So comfortable. I'm very passionate about them, mate. Yeah, a game changer for me. Game changer. I had Adidas boxer shorts. Meh, they're all right. But these Danish Endurance ones, lads, honestly, little Craig has never been happier. Yeah, it haven't. I'm telling you, little Craig's never been happier. He's very comfortable. Try my undies and thank me later. I remember Joe Rogan flogging the me undies. I've never looked on the site or anything, to be honest, but I remember Joe Rogan talking about them on his podcast. He was sponsored by them, I think. How did the boxers blow you away? They didn't blow me, no. I mean, if they did, I'd fucking recommend them even more. To me, I mean, who wouldn't? Do you know what I mean? Here, I've got a recommendation for you all. We've a little bit of time, so let's know. Uncle Craig Talks TV. So, a little bit of a recommendation for you all. Something new was added to Netflix recently that I watched years ago, but has now been made available on Netflix. Brockmire. Watch it and thank me later. It's Hank Azaria with one of the best comedic performances I've ever seen. It is an incredible series filled full of brilliant dark humour. And one of my favourite moments from it was he was absolutely pissed and he was doing the commentary of one of the baseball games, and his wife had just had a gangbang and cheated on him. And he said, "Here's my suicide note, give it to my wife." And the person looks at the suicide note, looks back at him and says, "All this says is fuck you." I was rolling around the ground laughing because that's exactly the type of shit I'd pull. But yeah, sorry. Yeah, the guy from The Simpsons, that's the one. Yeah, that's him. Check it out, man. It's incredible. I watched it years ago, but it's come back out now and it's on Netflix. It is amazing. It is so funny, and it'll have you in stitches. If you watch them in a pair of Danish endurance boxer shorts, lads, do you know what I mean? There is no happier human being. Sit there, watch Brockmire in your Danish endurance boxer shorts, broccoli-free lifestyle, and you're good to go. Chad said, the announcer in the Arsenal game just said Brentford and Liverpool are the only clubs that haven't scored on a corner kick in the Premier League. That can't be right, is it? Well, we mentioned yesterday, Chad, that we have the worst XG from set pieces in the Premier League. And it's not even close. Like, we are rock bottom of the pile. So it does add up. I'll run through my notes from yesterday now, and I can see, I think Brentford were second last on this list that we went through. One sec. Yeah, I have it here. Let me see if I can drag this onto the screen for you. 1 second. See if I can get this on the screen. 1 sec. Right, 1 sec. Let's make this a little bit smaller. So yeah, there you can see Premier League set pieces, XG from set pieces per attempt on attack, and there you can see Liverpool bottom of the pile, and then Brentford. So yes, Chad, I would imagine that stat you heard in the Arsenal game is actually right, because as you can see there, bottom left hand corner, Liverpool worst XG from attacking on in any of the Premier League clubs. Bottom last, that is mental. You know, look at the height that we have. Virgil, Canade, Gravenberch is no slouch. Gakpo's no slouch in the air. And then you can see Chelsea right up there at the very tippity top with the best. It's not great, is it? And it really did surprise me when we seen it. Connor sent it to me yesterday and I couldn't quite believe it. The Anfield Effect said, "Hey Craig, your best fan from Jamaica. You rock, dude. Thank you, man. So does your country. Love Jamaica." And I say this sincerely, but the best weed I ever smoked was from Jamaica. But also incredible people. You know, we know a few Jamaican people in our day-to-day lives, and they are so cool, man. Great attitude, great sense of humour. Isak's huge as well. Yeah, exactly. Danart said, "I'm 5 minutes behind, but Sachs, spelled S-A-X-X, are the best boxers." Well, I'll see if I can find a pair, mate, and I'll get them and I'll let you know how they compare to the Danish endurance ones. I don't think I've ever bigged up a brand outside of Adidas this much that we haven't worked with, by the way. But yeah, they are incredible boxer shorts. Little Craig is a happy camper. Why aren't we using Endo or buy a new DM or CM? Excuse me. We're not using Endo with love and respect to the man because he's not good enough. Ultimately, he isn't. Whether that changes going forward, Jonas, I would imagine it would. But I don't know if it'll be in January, mate, or if we're talking about a summer move. But yeah, I do think you will see a DM brought in. We were talking yesterday a little bit about Ederson from Atalanta, whose name has come back into the equation. Right, so we'd asked you, are you happy with the team? And 85% of the over 3,500 people that voted, I think it was 3,800 actually. Yeah, 3,800, 85% of you guys are happy with the team selection. Right, I need your help. We've half an hour to kick off. You know the rule. We want to try and get to 1,000 likes before we kick off. If you do have 1 second, folks, please do hit that like button for me. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, we'd love you to do that as well. As always, we're going to have our match reaction, our player ratings video, and everything else coming out this evening. If you would like to submit your player ratings, please do make sure that you are signed up to the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp. All you need to do is scan the QR code on the screen there now, and that will bring you into our WhatsApp. After the game, Connor will post in the link to submit your player ratings. We also put in transfer news, stuff like that into there as well. How are we? Wow, I didn't think Slot was going to drop Salah again. Now a manager with balls. Yes, it's a big decision. It's a brave decision, and it's the first time it's happened in Salah's Liverpool career that he's been put on the bench for 2 Premier League games in a row. Endo not good enough. You haven't seen him play since last season. And why do you think he mightn't be playing? You know, without jumping down my throat, why do you think he might not be playing? Genuinely, why? And the answer is... ... Because he's not good enough to play the position in the way we want to play it. I don't take any pleasure in saying that. I love Endo. He's a tremendously professional footballer. And he comes on and he's a closer for us. But let's be honest, he's not good enough to be playing week in and week out in our team in the way we need to position play. He just isn't. If he was, he'd be playing. So, you know, getting upset at me isn't going to change anything. The manager sees Endo every day in training and he's not playing him. So you can take from that whatever you want, but I don't think it's a shock to say that ultimately he isn't good enough. Everyone be saying we got a full squad, but we keep using the same DM and defence because we've bet money. Well, we're missing 2 right backs, so that is, you know, one less option. We've been really unlucky with Giovanni Leone picking up a long-term injury, so that would have been another centre-back option. I have no argument on the DM situation because most of us would say, yes, we do need a DM. Yeah, so I don't disagree, mate. You know, we're a centre-back, a DM, and maybe another winger away from looking like more of a well-assembled, built-out squad. He was a stopgap. Glad he was here. Definitely did what he could when he was here. Absolutely, Ken. Couldn't agree with you more, mate. Endo is a model pro. And every time, like you've said, Ken, every time he's come on, he's given us all. No doubt about that. But he is somewhat ultimately limited. Look at this absolute prick. Or they're just racism because he's Asian. Shut up, you little gimp. Nobody, and I don't mean the manager, me, the chat, anybody else. It's nothing to do with racism, you sad little fuck. People like you genuinely deserve a slap. Honestly, you do. You're going around throwing those accusations at the manager, at me, at the chat, at anybody. You're a simp, mate. A sad little fuck. And dare you go out into the real world and say that to anybody, you'll see how long it'll last. Because it's people like you are a problem. Because people who genuinely suffer the abhorrent racism that is in this world are being undermined by idiots like you who just bandy shit around without thinking of the consequences. Well, in the real world, there would be consequences for your actions. So just shut your little weirdo mouth, fuck off elsewhere, and leave us to our show. What are you wanting to see from Isak's performance? A goal? You know, it's weird because I don't know how everybody else thinks about the centre forward position, but for me, I kind of think of Isak in a similar way I would have thought of Salah. You might not see him involved every 2 minutes, but if he pops in with a goal, that's what he's there for, right? So I'm not expecting Isak to be a Bobby Firmino, but if he can, you know, if he can be there in the decisive moments, that's good enough for me. And I do think, and I mentioned this before, there was a great bit of punditry from Alan Shearer on Match of the Day about what we need to do to get the most out of Isak. And a lot of that is playing the balls early. You know, not taking that extra touch, getting it across the front of the 6-yard box as quickly as we can. If you know, the goal that he scored against West Ham was a kind of good snapshot of what we need to do. which is watch for him, because he will look for that pocket of space in the 18-yard box. And Gakpo managed to find a way to get it to him. And you've seen the finish, you know. So he doesn't need that much space. We just need to make sure we get the ball into him at the right time. Virgil said, our last 2 games at Anfield were extremely disappointing, and we can't ignore that. We know you deserve a lot better than what you saw against Nottingham Forest and PSV Eindhoven, and that is what we intend to show you tonight. Good man. Good man. Now, go out there and get the job done, Virgil, and everybody be happy. What else we got? We need to make chances from less about what he needs to do. Exactly. And honestly, that bit of punditry from Shearer really did open my eyes. The small little things that I'd never really thought of. You know, because Alan Shearer knows where a centre-forward wants the ball. You know, that was his bread and butter. And nobody did it better in the Premier League than Alan Shearer did. And it was a really good analysis of simple things. Like, there was a couple of occasions Gomez got the ball on the byline and he took a touch. And that touch allowed the defence to reset, and then the ball across the front of the 6-yard box was blocked to Isak. Whereas if you can get these crosses in nice and early across the front of that 6-yard box, give Isak a chance to get on the end of it, I think it could be quite fruitful for us. So definitely respect Alan Shearer for that bit of punditry, because it was really eye-opening for me. Jack, how are we, Jack? I think fans should wait until the end when we're winning to sing the Jota song. Hearing it during the game can be emotional and distracting for players. We all need to remember they're only human. But they're not pussies. Let's not treat these finely tuned professional athletes like they're a bunch of children. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love your sentiment, Jack. I do. It's coming from a good place, mate. I truly do mean that. But, like, these are pro footballers, you know? And if they have, I want to say an issue with the song, because that wouldn't be fair, but if it does impact them, mate, they can communicate that to the fans, and I'm sure the fans would reciprocate and listen. But we don't know that. You know, we haven't heard it from the players. So, again, like I said, you're coming from a good place, Jack. Fair play. I respect you, I do. But, you know, these are fucking grown-ass men. You know, just let's leave them be. But if they do, genuinely, if it is an issue, I'm sure it could be communicated to supporters groups, and it would make its way to the players. But we don't know that it is. This will show a true Mo, mate. He is humble, said Gary. Look, I've never doubted Mo was humble. He certainly comes across that way. He's an extremely good human being. But what I said is, and I don't know if you were with us, Gary, at the start, but I wouldn't write Mo off yet. You know, I hope he responds to this the right way, because we all want Mohamed Salah to be the man we know he is on the pitch. And hopefully, you know, either we continue to win and Mo can find a way to push his way in, or he can't. But either way, it's a big, brave call from the manager, and I do applaud him for it. But I also do think, you know, don't write Mo off. You know, he didn't get to where he is by just taking knockbacks and setbacks. You know, he's fought hard to get to where he is, and I'm sure he's going to respond to this. 3-1 to us, but I'd love to see a Wirtz brace. Look, if we can take that scoreline, I'll take it. Whoever scores, I don't mind, but it would be nice to see Wirtz get off the mark. It would. I'd love to see another Isak goal today as well, because that would really, really start to get the confidence moving in the right direction if Isak can find a way to get on the score sheet again. Dean said, we love Craig, how's the family? They're good. Yeah, they're good, thank you, mate. Yeah, all good. We have an inspection tomorrow from the planner, so keep your fingers crossed for us. And hopefully we can find a way to move forward and get this shed back moving in the right direction. So do keep your fingers crossed for me tomorrow. We've got an inspection coming from the planner, so yeah, hopefully it all goes well. Did you see your appearance on 4-4 Tunes? Was this the managerial replacement for Slot One? Yeah, I've seen that one all right. I've been in a few over the years, which, I'm extremely, genuinely humbled. It's probably one of the things I'm most proud of from this whole content journey. I love 4-4 Tunes. My son loves 4-4 Tunes. So for me to have been in a couple of them, honestly, it's probably the closest I've come to seeing my son actually go, wow, daddy's, going in the right direction or whatever. But yeah, it was cool. I love it. I love 4-4 Tunes. They're brilliant. Craig, random comment. My sister went to Dublin and brought back Guinness chocolates, and I love them. Wish they were available in England. You can get them pretty much everywhere here, dude. Everywhere. And if you do want them, email me and I'll sort them. I'll post them over to you, mate. No probs. People have been kind enough to me over the years here when I've reached out and said, look, I'd love to get these Canadian biscuits. World of Naturalists kindly posted me over some. I've often sent over care packages over to the UK of Irish crisps and stuff. I've sent some over to America for people before. That's what I'm saying. This whole community thing of us is a real community. Now, ironically, all of this community I'm talking about has involved food. So I don't know if we're all just fat fucks, but either way, happy to do it, mate. Just reach out to me, send an email, and let me know the box that you're looking for, and if I can sort it out, I'll happily ship some over to you. Liam said, Craig, if you could sign one player in January, who is it? Like a realistic one, like not a Lamine Yamal type signing. It's Mark A. Probably. It's Mark A. I think we need the centre back, and I think he's the right guy. Grizzly, thank you, mate, for gifting 20 memberships. Absolute legend. Tato's, yeah, I've sent over Tato's, Kyo's, King Crisps, Meanies, Monster Munch, or Mighty Munch, sorry, and some other things to people. Always happy to do it. That's what this is all about. What were the Canadian biscuits? I'm curious. I live in Canada. It was the Dare maple cookies. They're a black box. The company's called Dare, D-A-R-E, and they were maple cookies. Oh, I fell in love with them years and years ago because my wife, as I've said to you before, my wife has relatives that emigrated to Canada about 25 years ago, and they often send me over like chocolate turtles and those maple cookies. Oh my God, they're so good. They're so good. David Francis said, is there a possibility Slot has been pushed towards the changes he's made recently due to fan pressure and calls for him to be sacked? So, I don't think he would admit that publicly, David, but I think the answer is yes. There was a report that said that the owners were putting some pressure on him to play Isak. Now, I don't buy that. I genuinely don't think FSG will get involved in that. But I do think it would have been in his thinking, yeah, I do. What are your top 5 favourite players of all time? Maradona, Messi. I don't like Cristiano Ronaldo, but I respect the hell out of him for what he's achieved in his career. But you said my favourite, so this isn't the best. These are just my favourite. So Maradona, Messi, Steven Gerrard, Robbie Fowler, and Jean-Pierre Papin. After that, you probably throw in Hristo Stoichkov, Antoni Zubizarreta. It was, a goalkeeper hero of mine growing up. But yeah, probably those, But I could sit here all day and name 15 more, 20 more, but they'd probably be the 5 for me. Stevie G, Robbie Fowler, Messi, Maradona, and Jean-Pierre Papin. I didn't get to see Dalglish play, mate. I didn't get to see him. So, I can't really judge on Kenny Dalglish or Graham Souness or anybody like that because they were before my time. Yeah, Jean-Pierre Papin, yeah. He played for Marseille, won the European Cup with them. I had a Marseille shirt when I was younger that I got with his number on it. Just loved him. And I think he played for Paris Saint-Germain as well and a couple of other clubs, if I'm not mistaken. Marco van Basten was incredible. Incredible. His career was unfortunately cut a little bit short, but my God, what a player. The goal Marco van Basten scored, I think it was Euro 88 for the Netherlands, just one of the best volleys you're ever going to see. Jason, thank you, mate, for gifting 5 memberships. Appreciate you. Yazir said Messi or Maradona. It could genuinely depend on what day you ask me, and I'd go between the two of them. I love them both dearly as footballers. I usually tend to answer Maradona because he has a flawed personality, and I'm drawn to people with a flawed personality. Whereas Messi's like almost perfect. So I'd probably edge to Maradona because of the madness in his life. Like Ronnie O'Sullivan is right up my street as a type of sports icon. Because I do like those, like Alex Higgins, George Best, those type of characters that are flawed. Paul Gascoigne, Ricky Hatton. They're the type of heroes that I fall in love with from a sports perspective. Yes, Alfred, Papa and AC Milan too. I was actually looking the other day at a signed Jean-Pierre Papin Milan shirt. Just the signature wasn't great on it, so I didn't get it. Papin was one of my first signings when I was younger on Football Manager, said Doolittle, sorry. Yeah, I don't know why. I have this memory and I just loved it. I had a long sleeve Marseille shirt that a French student that used to stay in our house every summer for a few years brought me over, and I just loved it. Ad Davis said there's something really appealing to a flawed genius. There is, because it shows the human, right? They have the same faults we all have. Zidane is another good show, because I looked at Zidane headbutting, was it Materazzi, in the World Cup or the Euros, and I just thought, that's the type of shit I would have done, if I lost my head. So I looked at that and I just thought, yeah, that actually endeared Zinedine Zidane more to me than beforehand. Jason Burton said, wow, that tracksuit is incredible, isn't it? Look at that sexy bastard. And I'm talking about the tracksuit, but I could equally have been talking about the man. It's incredible, dude. Yeah, it's incredible. What are the odds Slot is in Navy again? Oh, I'd say it's nailed on. Yeah, he usually wears his Navy jacket every game, so I'd say it's pretty much nailed on. The Dub in the Desert, how are we, bro? Said, would you put Conor McGregor into that list of flawed heroes, or is he just to see you next Tuesday? Do you know what? I probably would. I probably would. It's a really interesting one. We spoke about this the other night. So at the minute, I've been getting myself some signed merchandise, a few bits and pieces. I've managed to pick up an Ian Gary signed glove, Nick and Nate Diaz signed gloves, Tom Aspinall signed glove. But I don't know where I'm at with the Conor McGregor stuff, because his come up and the journey, wow, incredible. Like what's happened since, it's unfortunate. It is, but mate, you're from Dublin yourself. That brought our country on a journey. And that's, I think, one of the joys of being in this small country of ours is when one of our own makes it, that journey with them and that support, it's immeasurable. Like, it's phenomenal. Katie Taylor, another one, but she's not flawed, she's just perfect. Yeah, I love it. I love when our country goes on a little journey with a sports star like that. And that one with McGregor was truly epic. Score prediction. So David, I'm going to go 3-1. I'm going to stick with my 3-1. David, 3-1. Like you too. I don't like you too, no. They're not my cup of tea. I was more of an Aslan fan for Irish bands than you too. I saw Maradona playing Dallas World Cup quarterfinals the year Brazil won the World Cup. He was magic, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that was the World Cup that he was banned from when he was found using coke, wasn't it? At the end of it, or during the was it the end of it? I think it was after the tournament. Yes or no, Craig? Will Vert score? I'm going to say yes. I really feel optimistic on this one today, so I'm going to say yes. Yes to a Vert's goal. And I'm going to say Isak as well. They're two goal scorers I'm rooting for this one. Do you think Wirtz or Szoboszlai plays better on the right wing? Szoboszlai, probably. Because what I want from Florian Wirtz, and I'm sure you're probably the same, is him to have the freedom to find the space, the pockets of space. Dublin the Desert said, I was almost Connor's brother-in-law. Long story. Might get to tell you someday over a coffee and a pint. Absolutely, mate. Be a pleasure to meet you. You know, there's a lot I'd like to ask you because by the looks of it, I think you're overworking somewhere, Dubai, that neck of the woods. And I have millions of questions for you, bro. My young lad is absolutely obsessed with the idea of visiting Dubai. Like, he's just forever talking about Dubai. Always wants to go and see it. And I want to bring him at some point. But I want to do a bit of research first to find out more. I don't know enough about areas of Dubai and stuff like that. But yeah, my son's mad for it. Just always showing me stuff in Dubai and thinks it's the coolest place in the world. David Francis said, I was such a fan of Connor. Defended him after he started to slip, but eventually had to give up with him. I just find it a sad situation, in all honesty. Look, it's tough to sit here and judge anybody for a lot of stuff. Because I don't know how I'd react if all my dreams came true and every dream I ever wanted, driving flash cars, driving speedboats, having massive houses. I don't know what I'd be like at that point, you know? If the whole world just wanted you, loved you, and you're constantly being told, yes, you're great all the time. I don't know how I'd respond to that. Uh, Dorn of War said, I lived in Dubai for 6 months, love the place. Um, yeah, I've never been. Like I said, I haven't had the chance to get over yet, but it's definitely on our to-do list as a family. You know, my son's 13 now. He's not going to want to be around with us much longer, you know, when he gets into his teens properly. So yeah, we'd like to have that one more big family holiday together. Craig, where do you usually go to Turkey? When do you usually go to Turkey? October would usually be the time of year. If we were going to Turkey, we'd go for the international break, and we usually go to Sarıgürüm, that neck of the woods, Dalyan, Sarıgürüm, around there. Do I do snus? No, I once I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to smoke about 30 cigarettes a day, and I gave up when I was 30, so 14 years ago now. And hand on heart, since then I haven't touched any tobacco product, even when I partake in my herbal infusion. No tobacco for me, no tobacco products. It's the one thing in my life I'm proud I gave up and stuck with. Have you ever came to the Middle East? No, not yet. Malaysia is on the list. Singapore is on the list. Yeah, look, I haven't had the chance to really travel that side of the world at all. My builder that's doing the shed is actually just landed in Thailand today. He's over there, so I'm looking forward to hearing back from him. But no, I've not had the pleasure. Not had the pleasure, but I'd love to get over to like Singapore, Malaysia, then Australia. I hope to get to Australia for my 50th. If I see my 50th. Right, folks. The teams are in the tunnel, about to make their way onto the cathedral of football that is Anfield. Once again, let me just take you through the teams before we get underway tonight. We'll start off with the Sunderland team. It's Roofs, Hume, Mukiele, Ballard, Aldereta, Ronaldo, Xhaka, Siddiqui, Talby, Lefay and Broby. That is the Sunderland 11. For Liverpool, it's Alisson Becker in goal. At right back, Joe Gomez. Left back, Andy Robertson. Your centre back pairings for today, your captain, Virgil van Dijk. and Ibrahim and Kanade. The two in front of the back four are two in front of the back four, Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch. Then it is a three of Dominic Szoboszlai, Florian Wirtz and Cody Gakpo with Alexander Isak up top. Come visit Petra and Jordan. Beautiful place. Mate, there's so much of the world I'd love to see, honestly. Don't know. I don't think I know anybody who's been to Jordan at all. But appreciate the heads up. I'll definitely give it a look. Frodo Sagan said, thoughts on the links to Diamonde from Leipzig. Jan Diamonde, isn't it? Look, I don't know much about him, other than we have been linked with him, as you've rightly said. I covered it in the video earlier on today. But yeah, I haven't watched him much, so I don't really know how good he is. Chad said, let's go. Let's go indeed, my man. Let's go. And there's going to be plenty more ads, mate, you know, because man's got to get paid. And keeping content free is not easy. So, you know, if you have to put up with an ad every now and again, it is what it is, bro. You know, I make no apologies for it. It's free content. We're one of the few that don't have a paywall up around Liverpool stuff. So, you know, if it's an ad every now and again, it is what it is, I'm afraid. At your Tom Brady. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you. It's almost 4:15 a.m. here in Malaysia. Wow. Look at that dedication, man. Up watching the Reds at 4:15 a.m. Legend. Appreciate you. Logan. What's up, Craig? Hope all is good. Say a big thank you for the support I've been getting from the chat. Quitting vaping. Legends. As we said, man, good on you. Proud of you. And you won't regret it. You know, you won't. You look back on this in a while and think, why did I ever do it? Honestly, so well done you, Logan. What do you think's more realistic, us signing Mbappe or starting Chiesa? Probably just about the Chiesa thing, yeah. Probably just about that. It started with Robbo being ruthless, now manager. Good. I like a manager who has a backbone. So, look, we are about to get underway, folks. So, fingers crossed the Reds can get back to winning ways at Anfield. As I mentioned, when is the AFCON? Mo's last game, Nick, it will be the Brighton one. So, 15th of December will be Mo's last game before the AFCON. He's got this game, he's got the game against Leeds, Brighton, and then he's off to the AFCON. Got cool. Said, have a good one, Craig. Let's go. Up the Reds. Thank you, Got cool. Lovely to see you, my man. Got cool's been a long-term viewer of the channel, man. Appreciate you. Any cake today? No, I've been on a bit of a lemon meringue buzz, to be honest with you, Andrew. Dunn Stores do a lovely lemon meringue, so I've been on a bit of a lemon meringue buzz lately. I'm 7 years sober. That's incredible, Darren. Well played, sir. Well played. That's awesome, mate. Really well done. Not easy, man. So I know what you've gone through there to get to 7 years, man. You should be extremely proud. Right, folks, we're about to get underway. The Reds kicking off, attacking the Annie Road end first half. Liverpool in their red strip, Sunderland in their change strip of blue. And we are underway. We are underway. Ball goes back to Virgil, who does the decent thing and launches the ball long. Headed away by Sunderland. Second ball drops to Joe Gomez. Bit of a misplaced one from him, but Szoboszlai manages to keep it in play. Recycles it back to Virgil. Right, we'll sync up for everybody at 1 minute as well. I'm watching it on Sky Sports Football for anybody who needs to know that. What have we got? Ben Jiverton, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, bro. Appreciate your support. Verge tries a long ball over the top, but there's too much on it and it goes through to the Sunderland keeper. Right, we're coming up towards 1 minute now to sync up for everybody. We are now at 1 minute and 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ball's back with Alisson. He waits for the press to come on a little bit and then plays a horrendous ball into midfield to go straight to a Sunderland player. Liverpool press to try and close down, but Sunderland keep possession. Near side of the pitch. Again, ball over the top there. There's too much on it, and that should roll through harmlessly to Alisson Becker. What was your Spotify Wrapped? Do you know what? I never look at them. Connor's mad for Spotify Wrapped and stuff. I never look at mine. So I don't know, is the honest answer. Right, long ball played out right side looking for Gomez. Headed out by the Sunderland player. Liverpool throw in far side of the pitch. Oh, and the Reds go marching in. Oh, and the Reds go marching in. I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Canade to Virgil. Hopefully Anfield gets up tonight and gets behind the boys and makes it loud. Ball into Soboslai. He recycles it to Canade. Into Wirtz. Heavy touch from Wirtz. Gives the ball away. That's not good enough. Flo, that is not good enough, my man. Can't be having loose touches in that area of the pitch. Win it back. Win it back. Here we go. Gravenberch. Gakpo. Gakpo plays the ball in, but he overhits it. It's a little bit loose here at the start. Southampton player goes to ground. Referee waves away. And he complains. Cross comes in. And Gomez lets it go out for a throw in at the far side. Sunderland player still down holding his left foot. Let's have a look at this. I think Van Dijk went through, got the ball. Maybe he caught a bit of the player. Hard to see from that angle. It's Broby, who's who's now back up on his feet. My top artist was MGK. My top song was The Diary of Jane. So if MGK came up on mine, it would just be 27. I think that's the only Machine Gun Kelly song I listen to is 27. Yeah, I always say Southampton. I'm still confusing myself with Southampton and Sunderland, so bear with me. I'll get there in the end. Soboslai. Back to Ibu. Across to Virgil. How can we say does the decent thing and launches the ball forward? I like it, but I've never understood it. Honest answer is I don't know. I don't know how it started, mate. I don't know why I started it, but it's just a habit now. There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no technical reason for it, and I don't know how it started, but it's just a habit now. So, it is what it is. Yeah, that's the truth. There's no real reason for it. Sunderland. Sunderland, yeah. Wake up. Sunderland cross in, over here goes behind for a goal kick. Apologies. Tupac got the best diss track of all time. Yes, he does. I know the exact song you're on about, and it's on my playlist. He goes in on the whole of Bad Boy, the whole of it. Robertson. Soboslai. Back to Robbo. Gakpo, he's dispossessed. Sunderland looking to play out. Challenge comes in from Isak. Referee deems it a foul. Free kick to Sunderland. Biggie better than Tupac. I would respectfully disagree. Both of them are amazing, but Tupac has obviously, in my opinion, a bigger and better body of work. Cleared away by Isak. Sunderland have it in the middle of the park. Press comes on from Wirtz. They move it out left side. Cross in. Oh, that was close. That was close. Maka now plays a lovely ball into the left channel to Robbo. Cross in. I think Gakpo straight off, even if they had got to him. Sunderland have it now looking to play out. Liverpool press comes on. They manage to work it out left side. They certainly move the ball quickly, don't they, Sunderland? They're very confident in possession. Broby doesn't like to stay in the tree very much, does he? He's gone down again there and the referee waves it off. Gaming Gaz Leeds beating Chelsea. Interesting. I'm just seeing the goal now. Actually, Sky are bringing it up on screen. Yeah, it was a corner in. Header beats the keeper. 1-0 leads. Robertson. Wirtz. Back to Robbo. Gravenberch. Spins around a couple of times, then eventually goes out right side to Canade. He tries one into the channel looking for Isak. Sunderland defender gets there, goes back to his keeper, who clears it long. Thoughts on Bad Bunny? Don't really know much about Bad Bunny, to be honest. I know he's doing the Super Bowl. Honestly, first time I'd really heard of Bad Bunny was when he was in Happy Gilmore 2. But it'll be an interesting watch for the Super Bowl. Robertson. Soboslai. Strike! Moves a little bit, but keeper gets his body behind it. Decent. Come on, the Reds. Tristan, how are we, dude? Good day from Australia. Love your streams. Come on, you Reds. Thank you, mate. Very kind of you, and good day to you as well, sir. Right, Sunderland in possession. Centre of the park. Press comes on. They move it out, and again, good challenge. Come on, the boys. They go long. Gomez heads it, but again, it's unfortunately to a Sunderland player. Come on, boys. Press. Sunderland now, right side. Again, they're very confident in possession, aren't they? And they play the game at a good tempo, Sunderland. Again, look at the movement. It's impressive. They're a very well drilled side. McAllister comes back, regains possession for the Reds. Goes long with it. Not winning those balls though, boys. Come on. Soboslai wins the second one. Now we have a problem. Canade's been dispossessed. Thankfully though, they pass it straight to Ryan Gravenberch, so problem averted. Oh, unlucky. Gravenberch tries to go long looking for somebody, but it's over hitting straight through to the Sunderland goalkeeper. Watkins on the score sheet there for Villa as well. 2-2 on that one. Look at this. Unchallenged. Come on, he's ran half the length of the pitch unchallenged there, boys. Come on. Sunderland still in possession here. They've gone backwards towards the halfway line, but certainly keeping the ball for long spells. They've now worked it out into the left channel. Gomez goes across. They've gone backwards, recycle possession. Again, good ball into the lines. Canade does well though. Gets a challenge in and clears it, but it's straight back to a Sunderland player. Well in. Come on, boys. Macca's down. Macca's gone down off the ball. Not sure what's happening. Gomez had a goal and feeling it and want him to score, said Jack Nicol. I would be more than happy, mate, if Joe gets a goal. Let's have a look at this one. Was it a late... Was he stood on, was he? Let's have a look. I think, was it Broby stood on him? Yeah, he kind of goes like this and stamps down with the foot. It's more of a shithouse challenge than a dangerous one, to be honest. They've had more passes in the final third by almost 3 times the amount. Possession, they're shading it as well. Gakpo, Wirtz, back to Robertson. Come on, boys. Up to tempo. It's far too passive. Come on. Almost 13 minutes on the clock. Macca now. It's too slow, boys. Move it quicker. Gravenberch, good position. Isak, Soboslai. Keep it going out right. Gomez, in comes across. Unlucky. Better, boys. Better. It's a little bit too passive for my liking so far. We're giving Sunderland too much time in possession for my liking. There we go. Come on, boys. Up on their faces. Let's go. We're so bad at heading the ball. We're so goddamn bad at heading the ball. We never seem to be able to pick out a Liverpool player with a header. Always goes to the opposition. Sunderland throw in. It's broken in midfield now. Macca gets there. Back to Robertson. Canade. Virgil. McAllister. Out left side now to Andy Robertson. There's nobody there though. Macca. Absolutely zero outlets for Robbo when he received that ball. Ball across to Gomez. Great control, Joe. Well done to keep that in play. Soboslai. Back to Gravenberch. Virgil. Again, there's just not enough movement in front of him. Robertson. Gakpo. Back to Robertson, but the press comes on and again, there's not many options in front of him. Gomez. Soboslai. To Gravenberch. Back out to Joe Gomez. Touch. There's the problem with Joe. That's the problem. That touch, you can't be taking a touch. You're giving your centre forward nothing if you're taking that touch before trying to cross it. JJ Drumming said, Craig, does FIFA results make it happen in real life? I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. There's Canade giving away stupid, needless fouls again. Look at this. More interested in fucking wrestling. He does me bicky in. He's so easy to draw into giving a foul. He needs to just stop. Every goddamn time. The amount of stupid free kicks Canade gives away wrestling people. Robbo's got two lads there with him. Who's helping him out? Virgil, step back. Step back. If this goes deep, Robbo's no hope. Xhaka goes short with the free kick. They're working an angle down the left side. Cross in deep. Headed back across. Virgil heads it out, but straight to a Sunderland player. Another deep cross comes in. Sunderland try to keep it in play, but can't, and it's a Liverpool goal kick. It's not a great start, this, lads. It hasn't been great. Gravenberch, Robertson. Move it to Canade, quicker. Move it. Why are we taking 5-6 touches? Move the fucking ball into space. Oh, so boring. It's so boring. Maka hits the referee. It'll be a drop ball to Liverpool. The pass was straight across the Canade with 15 yards ahead of him, and we're just messing about with too many touches again. Virgil, Robertson. Oh, it's just the same shit over and over again. Gakpo. Robertson. Back to Virgil. Canade. Gomez. Soboslai. Gravenberch. There's just not enough movement ahead of him. Soboslai. Back to Virgil. Strike from Isak. He takes his point. Another shocking attempt at goal. I mean, how can a professional footballer from 18 yards out put it five times the height of the crossbar? As if you're going to set the traps, put the press on. Sunderland in possession, back to the keeper. Well done, Canade. That's how you use your strength without giving away a free kick. Well done. Good defending. And then Alisson passed it straight at a play for a Sunderland throw in. Maria saying be positive. I have to have something to work from, Maria, my friend. I have to have something to work from. And so far, we're second best in this game with 20 minutes gone. Sunderland again in possession. Switch of play this time that's completely overhit and it goes out for Liverpool throw in on the far side. Gomez to Alisson. It's another hopeful ball, but it's straight to a Sunderland player. Head it back. Well done. Alisson, roll it out to Virgil. Come on, quickly. Fuck's sake, he's closed down now. Virgil to Robertson. Up the line to Gakpo. Wirtz takes it, but it's a heavy touch and allows the Sunderland player to get back at him. Now it's back with Robertson, who goes back to Alisson. Out to Canade. Gomez. Soboslai. Move it quicker. The passes are on there, Dom. Virgil to Wirtz. Canade. Gravenberch. It's all too slow. Canade. Wirtz. Back to Dominic Soboslai. Gomez. But we're not moving anywhere, boys. Move it. Look at the ball was to Robertson and it was 2 seconds ago. Now, out left. Quickly. It's just all too slow. All too slow. Gakpo. Gravenberch tries to drive at the Sunderland defence. Wirtz now, out to Gomez. Ball in, cleared by Sunderland. Second ball, Soboslai. Gravenberch, back to McAllister. Tries one in, looking for Isak. Nowhere close to him, through to the keeper. Timothy said, sigh, dreaming of Mane, Salah, Firmino days. It's, it's not, they're not looking like they're on the same wavelength. It's starting to look like that West Ham game was more down to West Ham not being great than us really putting that in good together, because the opening quarter of this game has been a frustrating one. Soboslai looking for Wirtz. Go on, Flo. Go on. Oh, unlucky, man. Unlucky. Good work, Flo. Good work down the right-hand side. Keeper launches the ball. It's misplaced. Gravenberch to Wirtz, Soboslai, back to Wirtz, quick foot from him, gets a lucky ricochet, then the keeper comes out, blocks it, and then it nicks off Wirtz to go back out for a goal kick, but unlucky. James Hart says, slow FC. It's just not moving the ball quick enough, mate. There's been 4 or 5 times so far that I've seen Liverpool players in space and our players aren't moving the ball to them quick enough. They're taking too many touches. It's all too slow, too laborious, too many touches. I keep coming back to the same thing. Too many touches. Move the ball quicker. So you said Liverpool's biggest mistake was selling Diaz when he didn't have to. But he kind of did though, mate. He wanted out. He had to be talked into staying last summer when he wanted to join Man City. So Liverpool talked him into another season. So we kind of had to sell him because he wasn't going to get a new deal and he wanted out. You know, I think that goes under the radar when people discuss the Diaz situation. He wanted to go. And I don't know about everybody else, but I don't want to keep any player with the club who doesn't want to be here. And no, it wasn't Slot. Slot wanted to keep him. I seen somebody ask, was it Slot? No, it wasn't. He wanted to keep Diaz. Soboslai. McAllister. Virgil. The Gakpo. Cuts inside, puts in a cross. Again, all too predictable. Cleared away by the Sunderland centre-back. Gomez. Gakpo. Oh, that's shocking, Cody. That's shocking. Cody Gakpo picks up the ball, cuts inside. Robbo goes on the overlap around the outside. And Gakpo's attempted pass to him is completely overhit and goes straight out for a goal kick. Joe, Liverpool Navy Sergeant. Hey Craig, how are you doing today? Happy Wednesday. Still think Slot needs to go. We need to wake up players on a rebuild. It's it's not great, Joe, so far this time, mate. It's not great. But, you know, plenty of time. I'm trying to be optimistic. Plenty of time. Gakpo again, back onto his right foot, back inside. Robertson with the cross. It's well defended by Sunderland. Somebody needs to tell Gakpo that, even if it's just to make the defender think, he needs to go around the outside occasionally. It's just so predictable to him, and the defender knows what he's going to do. Just go on the outside once or twice to at least give him something to think about. Do you reckon Ekitike on the left for Gakpo gets us a goal? Well, I don't know if you'd seen my preview, mate. That was exactly what I had. Was Ekitike on the left, Wirtz on the right, Isak through the middle. But yeah. So yes, I agree with you. I do think Ekitike out there at least gives us a bit more unpredictability. Wow, Gomez was completely cooked there. Too easy. Sunderland now recycle the ball back. That was way too easy. Look, ghost pass Wirtz. Come on, boys. Get up in their faces. Somebody said so far Wirtz has been playing well. I don't think he has today, mate. His touches, he's had a few heavy touches so far in the game. Now, he's taken up good pockets of space and good positions. But his first touch on a couple of occasions has been heavy in this game. Gravenberch. Our players don't drive into the space enough. It's almost like a jog into it when there's space in front of them. Robertson to McAllister. Yeah, this is lovely, lads, but it's not going anywhere. Back to Virgil. Canade. Give it now. Give it. Now, Mackett. Move it quickly. 1-2 is not going to do fuck all. Now, get Wirtz in down the left. Get Wirtz in down the... No. Canade. Gomez. Oh, this is just all too... It's like football by numbers. It's so frustrating. Robertson. De Wirtz. Maka. Robbo, you need to be holding the width here. Pull out wider. Canade. Gomez. Robbo needs to step back. There you go, Robbo. There you go. There you go. Now, move it out to him. Move it out to him. Now, down the line to Wirtz. Oh, what was that ball, Robertson? Second ball breaks to Wirtz, though. There you go. Pull it back. Unlucky. Better. Better. Good. See that? Wirtz taking on his man, getting to the byline, getting us something out of it. Better, boys. Come on. Right, corner. Cody Gakpo to take it. Ball in. Headed away by Sunderland. Second ball will be recycled. One touch and hit it, Dom. Hit it. Ball in. Over everybody to Cody Gakpo. Oh, Jesus Christ. Maka. Dom with another deep ball. Headed back across by Gakpo. Unlucky. Better play. We need more of that. See how early Szoboszlai was putting them crosses in? That's what we need to be doing. Get it out of your feet as quickly as you can and get them crosses in. That was unlucky. Ref brings it back. He was trying to play an advantage to Sunderland. None accrued, so he brings it back for a Sunderland free kick. I want to just read you out something. Let me just read this out to you. So this is from our captain, and I'm going to read you out his words, and you tell me if we're seeing those same Why is this not coming up for me? Oh, hang on. Virgil heads it away. Strike, blocked. Second ball breaks out. Shot on target again. So Virgil was saying they were going to respond tonight because the last two performances at home haven't been good enough. I'm not seeing that response yet at home, Virgil. It's another shot there from Sunderland, and thankfully it trickles through to Alisson, but I'm not seeing that response yet. Oh, they've hit the bar. They've hit the fucking bar, lads. Jesus Christ. I don't know what Alisson was doing there, but he palms it and it hits the bar. For the love of God. Haven't all I seen, by the way, was that a good save by Alisson? Because all I seen was the part where his glove hit the ball and they hit the bar. So I need to see a replay. Let's have a look at this now. So again, we give the ball away in midfield. I mean, that's shocking from Alisson. How do you call that a good save, lads? That's awful. That's awful. I don't know how anybody's trying to call that a good save. That's horrendous goalkeeping. I'm sorry, lads. That's poor from Alisson. You got to be pushing that over or wide. That is way... That could have easily dropped in. He nearly shit the bed there, lads. And again, it comes from us stupidly giving the ball away. Another long ball, which we don't win, nor the second ball. Boring and slow, that's not an Alisson. I never said it was. I'm just saying from a save perspective, he made a meal of that. It should have been a lot easier for him. But he didn't give the ball away. The ball was given away, I think, by Szoboszlai or Gravenberch. And that's where the problem lies. Robertson. Cross in. Who are these crosses to, lads? Honestly. Who are these crosses to? They're putting in crosses, and I'm not seeing the player within 5 yards of the area he's crossing the ball into. It's absolute nonsense. We're getting the ball and crossing it. To who? We don't have Crouchy in there, like. Oh. It was Tony, stop, man. I'm a goalkeeper. Don't be telling me the ball moved shit. It was an easy save he made look hard. Fuck me. Alisson's the best keeper in the world and I love him, but that was not a hard or good save. He almost fumbled it, and to be fair, it was a pudner. It was a piece of piss. Jesus Christ. Let's be honest about it. Like, let's not just blow smoke up someone's arse for the sake of it. He nearly fumbled it, and it was a straightforward save. Back with Alisson again. Alisson. Do you know what this just feels like? And I keep saying it, but it feels like football by numbers. We'll just do this, then do that, then do this, then move here, then you move here, then you do... It's just... There's no fluidity to it. There's Gakpo with a lazy offside as well. Hold your fucking line. We're not fast enough, Craig, going forward. I agree, Derek. I totally agree. Craig, do you agree we have no formation at all? Uh, Ironically, I actually think the reverse is true. We're too rigid. Everything we do seems training ground based. So you move here, play it here, then you move into this position. We're trying to just triangle our way out, and it's too slow. And again, I'm going to say I'm not seeing enough aggression. There, quick, move it, move it. How do you... Oh, lads, this is frustrating. Wirtz there, gets the ball, wins the ball, gives it, gets it back, and turns off the pitch. Literally gets the ball and turns off the pitch out of play. Could have dropped inside, but turned out of the pitch. That Anglo-Saxon bloke said, so sluggish on the ball, no urgency at all. It really does feel like West Ham are just that bad now, doesn't it? You know, what we're seeing so far, it just feels like West Ham were actually so bad that it made us look decent. Because tonight, again at home, where the captain talks about putting in a big, good performance, it ain't there. It's just passive and it's slow and it's turgid. It's just not good enough. David said side to side slow motion football. Again, I can't disagree, my good friend David. I can't disagree. Apologies, it took me a minute to get to that, David. I was balls deep in a rant, mate. My apologies, but you're right, Brian. Everything that won us the league, let's do the opposite. Shocking. I'm going to leave that up for a minute, Brian, because I think most people in this chat would agree with you. Let's go away from the thing that gave us an identity and go to this. Goal kick. See, Anthony, I want to highlight Anthony's comment in a second because I think you've nailed it, mate. Let me just get back to Anthony's comment. So Anthony writes, we seriously look like a team that cannot cover the ground quickly enough. Woeful. Again, read that out properly from again. Where's Anthony's comment? We seriously look like a team that cannot cover the ground quickly enough. Woeful. Mate, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more with you, Anthony. Ball in. Well done. Verge defends it. Villa 3-2 now in that game against Brighton. Can we see at least one quick attack? I'd love one, mate. I'd love one, but it's just so slow. Everything that they do undermines the next passage. Does that make sense? Like every time we receive the ball, the touches we're taking at the time are undermining what we should be doing, which is getting the ball into position quickly. See, this pisses me off. Why did Alisson punch that? I hate goalkeepers that are afraid to catch a football. Alisson should have been catching that all day, every day. And he comes and punches it. I hate that. What style of football is this? It's poo-poo. Poo-poo, mate, is the technical name for it. Feels like we're the newly promoted team, said Tipsy Dipsy. It just feels like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Arna out, la 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 la, said Philip. Gomez, Soboslai, back to Gomez. Turns around sideways and eventually gets dispossessed. Now Sunderland are pressing. Jesus Christ. Gary said we spend more time passing back, let them get back. Exactly. So annoying. I agree. When you do get into a good advanced position, we're undermining ourselves then by just turning back inside straight away and letting them reset. Ball to Gakpo. Now, he should be running at this defender. But no, cuts inside again. Oh, then slips. Little slippity poo-poo as well. See, that little pattern of play is exactly why we don't attack correctly. We don't have a winger who will get the ball down and fucking run at somebody. Gakpo gets the ball and just cuts inside. Any forward worth their salt would have skinned that lad on the outside. Good strike there from distance from Dom, forces the keeper into a save. That pattern of play from Cody Gakpo alone sums up all of our frustration. Because if Rio or a young, pacey winger gets that ball, he is driving at that fullback. Decent strike there from Dom from distance, forces the keeper into a save, and it's a corner. Arne Slot style football. Just boring football, mate. Boring. Fuck me. Oh, decent corner in. Sunderland clear it well. Second ball. Canade. Back out to Isak. He tries a low drilled shot. It's blocked. It's back to Gomez. Cross in. Headed by Maka. It's wide. So the ball comes out to Gomez, who puts in a cross. Oh, Maka, you've got to be doing better from there, mate. His header hits the outside of the post. He has the keeper beating all ends up, but it hits the outside of the post. Unlucky. Two 0 to Leeds against Chelsea, apparently. 2-0 to them. Wow. Yeah, confirmation there. 2-0 Leeds. They win the ball back. Chelsea were in possession deep. They win the ball back, and it's a cracker of a shot. It's a cracker of a goal, but it comes from Chelsea giving away possession. We're into the final minute of normal time here at the end of the first half, and it's not been great at all. Sunderland corner. Sunderland corner here. Clock takes to 45. 1 minute added on by the ref. Just the 1 minute. Better last 5 minutes. Gakpo is Gakpo, said Joe. Right, boys, defend this. Corner in. It's deep, deep, deep. Ball headed back across. Canade clears it. Strike from distance. Ricochet. And Ali has to punch it over the bar for another corner. Now, that time he did the right thing. Nothing Allison could do there but punch that over the bar. He has to play safe with it. So it's absolutely the right decision. It comes off Virgil's head as well, up into the air. Virgil's too busy fixing his hair. Did you notice that? I did. Watch over. After he heads the ball, he starts fixing his fucking hair. So another Sunderland corner here to finish the first half. Xhaka delivers it. Virgil heads it away. And the ref blows up for half-time. And at half-time at Anfield, it's Liverpool 0, Sunderland 0. And again, unfortunately, my friends, we have a lot more questions than we do answers at the minute. Yeah, this isn't the response we were hoping for back at Anfield, is it? Now look, it is 0-0, but it needs to be a lot better than this. This ain't it. Mr. Wolfhound Gaming said, "Love this put me to sleep style of football. It's shocking, mate." Yeah, it's not been great at all. Look, I think one simple thing that the manager can do at half-time is get Gakpo off and put Ekitike on. Or put Rio on. Just put somebody on the left side that's going to have a go. That's actually going to make the fullback think or commit. Because all Cody does is cut in into traffic and look for that shot. Cut in and into traffic, look for the shot. Just give me a fucking winger that can take a man on. Chiesa, Ekitike, Rio, anyone. Just Jesus, anyone. Joker Gaming said, great that it's still 0-0, terrible first half. Chad said Sunderland is better coached. It's the new normal. They are better coached. Do you know what? That's a good shout, Chad. They are better coached. They certainly look like they know their game plan far better than we do at the minute. I'm tired of watching Gakpo, said Robert. Gakpo plays in slow motion, said Urav. This is slop up football from this season on. Then he needs to go kill the club buzz and excitement style football. Again, mate, I agree. And I got to say, I'm agreeing with these comments, but much like all of you, I take no pleasure in saying it. How? Fuck me. It would appear that even the lads want Slot gone, said John Irving. I can't get this quote from Virgil back. Here it is. So I'm going to read this out to you. And this was from our captain before the game. Our last two games at Anfield were extremely disappointing. And we can't ignore that. We know that you deserve a lot better than what you saw against Nottingham Forest and PSV Eindhoven. And that's what we intend to show you tonight. Does anybody feel like they're showing us that? You know, because words are just that. Words. And we're all fed up with words. Where's the aggression? Why are we so slow? So predictable? We're idiots, all of us. We're just fans. And we can spot all of this. And that comment from Chad is right. Sunderland are better coached. They absolutely are. Dry and Paint watches Cody Gakpo to try go to sleep, said Stephen Reynolds. David Sultana said, we're just playing side to side, no idea. Stargirl said, we're so slow, Sunderland played right through us. Frankie Boy said, unfortunately, Craig, it looks like we've gone backwards and sideways. Don't forget sideways. Nervy but natural after recent results, need rhythm. I don't think it's natural. I don't think it's natural. Remember, we're at home. We're at home. So I don't know what the atmosphere is like, but it all needs to change. And the players need to give the lads something in the crowd to build on as well. Because this is just way too monotonous, way too predictable, way too slow. We've had 62% possession. And if I said to you who had the best chances in that first half, you'd probably say Sunderland. Now, Maka hit the post with a header, fair enough. But it's just... This is not Liverpool at Anfield, lads. It just isn't. Martin Lawrence said, this is a match where you need to fight for the win, and right now we're not a team with fight. Gakpo is the epitome of that. Quiet player, no fight. Slots football ruining our club. Too effing slow, said James Hart. Iaz said, am I the only one who thinks Curtis can do better on the left wing? Used to play there and he's technical too. No, I agree. I think there are other options I would put on the left ahead of Curtis. But one thing I've always said about Curtis is he drives you forward and he never hides out there on the pitch. Whether you think he's good enough or not, he gets the ball and he's forward looking and he drives forward and he tries to make things happen. Look, I've defended a lot of stuff for Cody Gakpo, but tonight I have no defence because it's so predictable. Every time he stands up a fullback, they know where he's going. This is what I keep saying. We need pace. We need something to put the fear of God into fullbacks. Because if you do go around the outside, if you do try to take him on, maybe you don't get by, but maybe you get fouled. Going inside and turning into traffic, maybe 1 out of 15 you unleash a shot that scores. But most of the time, the attack breaks down and the defence resets. Rich Baldy said, I think Sunderland has physical defenders and I think Ekitike's physicality fits this game. He needs to come on. Isak's fine but weaker in the box. So I agree, but I wouldn't be taking off Isak from my take off Gakpo. I'd take off Gakpo and I'd let the two of them have a bit of free space. Ekitike and Gakpo. Or excuse me, Ekitike and Isak. To kind of find that space between them. You have nothing on the right side. Salah on. You could certainly make an argument to put Salah on as well. Absolutely. Yeah. Look, I think you can make an argument at either wide position now and say we're not doing enough there. I think it's fair. I just think on the left, though, a lot more of the play seems to have gone... It might be imagining this, but it feels like a lot more of the attacks are going down the left. Frank Ryan said, Rio on for Gakpo. Space is there on the left. Need pace, not Gakpo. Predictably cutting in. I couldn't agree more, Frank. Couldn't agree more. Silver Bear said, a bunch of slots would outpace us. Hugs, Craig. Yeah, we're just so slow. So slow. Slot playing safe. Don't need another home loss. Don't disagree with that. Slot needs to go. Sorry to say, said David Sultana. Look, I'm going to say this now. Even if we win this game, it's not convincing, is it? And the game's still there to potentially be won. Of course it is. But it ain't convincing. Because a lot of us have said it's not just about winning games of football. We need to see a style. We need to see an identity. And this just reverts back again and again and again. So, yes, get Salah. Change both sides of the attack now. You know, get Salah on. Get Ekitike on. Just do something different to shake this team up. Because they're not taking their opportunities. And by that I mean they're not taking the opportunities they're getting to start the game. Saunders said, slowly Gakpo once again. He's so shy, I'm crying. It seems risk-free football, very nervy, said Becoming Human. It is risk-free, which is not going to cut it in the Prem, is it? You know, you need to take risks. You need to overload sides of the pitch. You need to move the ball quicker. But most importantly, and for the love of God, somebody at Liverpool, please pay attention to this. Get a winger who can run at people. Get some pace. Pace absolutely frightens the life out of fullbacks. This cutting inside, side-to-side bollocks isn't going to do it. Just get somebody on that pitch that has the ability to run at a man, for the love of God. Get Slot out. Absolute disgrace. Boring, said Mastad. I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I'm just going to say thank you. And say, so we score against West Ham by going outside. It was even Gakpo got the assist. Yet in this game we play narrow. Gakpo isn't creating channels for Isak, rather closing them with his cuts inside. What is Slot smoking? I don't know if you were with me for the whole first half, but there were times I was screaming for Andy Robertson to get wider. I don't understand why we're making the pitch narrow. Use every goddamn inch of it. Make the pitch wide. Because if you make the pitch wide, they have to stretch their defence out or give you the wide areas. So if they want to stay narrow, cool. But they give you the wide space to operate in. Just do something. Anything. Take a risk. This is boring. Having Lucho on the left in this team, it would be certainly a lot different, yes. But here's the thing. You know the young lad that we're not blocking the pathway for? Throw him into this game. Let Rio get the cop up off their feet. Let Rio put the fear of God into a fullback. Or else stop talking about blocking the pathway for a player who you don't want to play. Joker Gaming said fuming with Slot on the majority of the players. Chad said sounds like Salah is coming on. Good. Good. I have no complaints about that at all, mate. You know, because he deserves an opportunity now. Because that first 45 was horrendous. Rich Baldy said, same product every game, isn't it? Yes. But what really winds me up though, mate, is the waffle beforehand. Like, I brought this up and I'm going to bring it up again. Because it really fucking annoys me. This Virgil waffle. Our last 2 games at Anfield were extremely disappointing and we can't ignore that. We know that you deserve a lot better than what you saw against Forest and Eindhoven, and that's what we intend to show tonight. Does anybody think that the performance is living up to those words? There's more fight in that sentence than there is out there on the pitch. So less of this and more action. Where are your balls, lads? Come on. Aggression. I'm one Isak sub for attacker from crashing out. Look, I'd leave Isak on for what it's worth, and I'd be putting somebody else on the left side to try and supply him. And again, I'd have absolutely no qualms with the manager looking to bring Salah on either. So, James Pearce just tweeted this, right? Hear me out. James Pearce just tweeted this. And this is not a good sign. So, Mr. Pearce just tweeted, Anfield getting increasingly restless. They want to see more urgency. The journos are picking up on it. I'm picking up on it. Your good selves are picking up on it. It's clear to everybody. Except the man that makes the decisions. We need a new manager, a new style, a new captain, said Gary Weiss. He's not going to win anybody back around with what we're seeing. It's, dare I say, a cowardly football. I don't give a fuck how much possession we have, and I'm sure you don't either. What we care about is identifying with those lads out there on the pitch. We care about wave after wave of attack. Brave football. High risk, high reward. Not this nonsense. It's just... Like I keep saying, the best way I can describe it to you is football by numbers. Like you sit down on a tactics board and just go through these repetitive patterns of play and say, do this, do this, do this, do this, but all of it's bollocks. And where's the individual talent? Where's the freedom to make something happen? Why are you bringing in Isak? Why are you bringing in Ekatike? Why are you bringing in Wirtz if he's not going to have the freedom to take risks, to take people on? This extra touch is just all too slow. They know better than this. They know better. Open your eyes to find the runners. Take a chance and go past players. It's like slow-mo footy. Exactly. It's like they're scared to lose the ball. The whole idea of a system that we are supposed to want to play is a high risk, high reward, fullbacks high up the pitch, using every inch of width. Third man runs coming late. Something. This getting the ball edge of the box and throwing a hopeful cross in towards the 6-yard box is absolute garbage. Because that's what they want. Teams like Sunderland that know they're going to come and defend want everything in front of them. It's meat and drink for those centre-backs to be heading away these crosses all day. Early balls in front of the defenders across the 6-yard box to give Isak something to get on the end of. Lick my giblets. Thank you, mate, for joining Anfield Agenda Ultras. Appreciate you. Mo's coming on anyway, 100%. Here comes Arnott in his stupid blue coat. So, it looks like it's going to be Gakpo off, which I'm assuming means Wirtz will pop out to the left and Salah will go across to the right. It's 3-3 in the Villa game. Brighton have just scored. It's 3-3 in that one. Oh, sorry, it's 4-3 Villa, my apologies. 4-3 Villa. Brighton have pulled one back. Sorry. So, yeah, so Gakpo off, Salah on, confirmed. Right, boys, you're attacking the cop end second half. Better display, more aggression, because the first half wasn't good enough. Right, we're underway, second half. How are we playing still at work? You should be glad you don't have to watch it, Jack, mate, from the first 45 anyway. When you've got Jimmy Pearce tweeting that Anfield's getting restless, they want more urgency, you know it's not great. Rich Baldy said, stupid blue coat make my day. Thanks, Craig. It's just, I don't know, man. Something about that coat winds me up. Managers get rewarded for failure. Why would they worry? 10 million to get sacked in a real job. There'd be no payout. That needs to be changed. Oh, dude, I get it. And then go back on the merry-go-round and walk straight into another job. It's one of the things that I think a lot of football fans find mad about football. You get fired, get a big payout, and walk into another big paying job. Free kick Sunderland. Arna wasn't happy about it being awarded, but it's a free kick Sunderland halfway inside their own half. Sorry, I missed the sync up. I'll sync up at 46:30. Sunderland are on the attack now. Ball played in. Thankfully, it's cleared. Right. Coming up now to 46, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 and 40. Right, throw into Liverpool, far side of the pitch. Robert to take it. Does anybody else ever notice the correlation of people who are on their phones in the stands, by the way? I'm not going to say it out loud, but there's always a particular type of fan that's there that is taking pictures when the match is on. What do I use to dye your eyebrows? Nothing, mate. It comes naturally from going down on your mother. You know? So I'll maybe have a chat with her and leave the comedy to me. Salah. McAllister. Wirtz. Cross in, headed away. Second ball headed in by Gomez, cleared. Blue coat equals Hugo Boss sponsored. I don't know. Is it Hugo Boss coat? I don't know. Cross in from Salah. He's fouled. Ref. Canade to Gomez. Your mum joke in the big 25. I can't. They're too good. I'm telling you. You come for me and I'm going straight for your sore point. I don't care. You know, people think they're funny coming in to try and troll me. Well, I've got answers for everything. Trust me. And look, mum jokes never get old. Let's be honest. Come on. I use mum jokes with my wife, so cool down. It's just football. No, for me, mate, football's really important. If you don't, cool, no probs. But for me, football is really, really important, and Liverpool's well-being is really important to my well-being. Van Dijk. We're 5 minutes into the second half. Still scoreless. Canade. Salah. I'm not even going to say that, lads. I'm not going to say that. I can't not say something. He just ran straight into people. Just ran straight into them. I think Mohamed Salah thinks footballers evaporate when he gets to them. I think, honestly, I do. I think he thinks osmosis happens and a footballer just... Fuck me. You can't run through the middle of somebody, Mo. Good challenge. Good challenge, Ebu. Salah. Oh, unlucky Dom. Craig bleeds red. Love that. Man, you know, it's embarrassing almost at times, but honestly, Liverpool dictate my moods. You know, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this one. And it's not a badge of honor or anything. Like, I wish there were times where it didn't affect me so much. I do, but you know, unfortunately for me, a lot of my mood is dictated by how the Reds are getting on. Chelsea have pulled one back against Leeds. Pedro Neto makes it 2-1. Virgil. Totally not Wellington said, thank God Cody has gone off. Yeah, man. Today, look, I normally try to defend Cody, but today was just a performance that there really wasn't much defending. It was just so... It was so obvious what he was going to do in possession. He'd given the defenders an easy time of it, unfortunately. Gomez now. Again, look at that. There, look at the... Fuck me. Lads, they're losing every damn battle out there. Well done, Dom, but Jesus, this is passive. McAllister. Craig, on his question, How do we look so far from a team that won the title last year? I mean, it's a very fair question, Brian. It's tough. It's a tough answer, mate. Obviously, there's a lack of confidence at the minute. You can see that out there. But honestly, mate, a big part of it to me comes down to the manager. Yellow card there for the Sunderland player for fouling Maka. It comes down to the manager and his tactics. It's not fan friendly. And we don't seem able at home anymore to grab the initiative. You know, and I don't know, it's just frustrating. We're just so passive. Brian said Salah's clearly diminished, but it's also Slot's style managing this. Someone just said, where's Isak? And I'm not joking. I had to look around to make sure he was still on the pitch. But he is. Busy Media. Yeah, it was yourself that said, where's Isak? He's there, mate, but he's just not getting any service or anything to fight for. Look at this. Sunderland moving the ball quickly and attacking the space. And that's going to be a yellow for Joe. Fuck me. What Sunderland did there is exactly what we're not doing. Attacking the space and getting runners. And see what happened? He goes round the outside and he's fouled, and now they've a free kick and Gomez is on the booking. Are you watching, Arna? Are you watching? Because it's basic bitch football. Commit the fullback, make them do something. The Truckers Radio said, we're already playing for fourth and losing that race. The answer is far, far too many squad changes. Don't fix what isn't broken. Slot made wholesale changes to winning formula. He's fucked up. But that's not true. Look at that team out there tonight. Honestly, mate, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but look at that team out there tonight. The team that started that pitch today, there was one new player in the starting 11. One. Isak. Everybody else in that back line, that midfield, all Liverpool players. Sorry, two. Wirtz is on there, my apologies, two. Two changes. The rest of those were there last season. Sunderland thankfully waste that free kick. Because honestly, Jim Jam, I wish that was the case, because I could then at least live with it. You know what I mean, bro? It's just, he's just ripped apart our identity. And whatever he's... Oh, that's a lovely bit of football from Mo and Dom. Well done, boys. And then Dom overruns it. Of course he does. It was good interplay down the right with Dom and Mo. Lovely little one-touch, give and go. Salah. Soboslai. Again, doesn't read Salah, but we do get a corner out of it. Ronaldo puts it out for a Liverpool corner, which I think Mo's coming across to take. Right, boys, here's your chance to get off the bottom of the XG table from set pieces. Do something. Brian says it's absolutely Slot's tactics. There's no way that all this talent suddenly sucks. I don't disagree, mate. Salah with the corner. One that's pulled back to the edge. Header. Nope. Second ball. Salah. Blocked. Unlucky. That was a good delivery from Mo. It's a great... Mo, I'll tell you, I'll give Mo his credit on that. Since he's moved on to take corners and set pieces, he's pretty good at them. What do I think the root of the problem is? I don't think there is one thing, Andy Mack. I think it's a mixture of some of it new personnel, some of it tactics, some of it confidence, some of it Diogo, and then you take into that the bad run of results, and you know anxiety creeps into Anfield very quickly. Soboslai, another poor shot. Yeah, I honestly just don't think there is one thing. I think it is a culmination of a few things. Players out of form, um, anxiety inside the stadium, poor run of results, manager under pressure, people second guessing themselves, too many touches, too passive, not aggressive enough. The Bumbadog said, we offer nothing going forward, no creativity in our play and shaky defensively. It has to be the system and the dressing room. It's time. Salah. Wirtz. Ricochet. Unlucky. It's cleared again by Sunderland. Look, we're having a bit more joy here penning them in the last few minutes. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God, Canade. He's a fucking dope. He's a fucking dope. Oh my God. Lads, I'm done. I'm done. I'm fucking done with Canade. I am done with him. He is just a calamity. We're blessed we didn't concede there. Absolutely blessed we didn't concede there. Canade is a liability, for the love of God. Alisson comes out. Fuck. He wants to play possession football with world-class counter-attacking players. Make it make sense. I can't make it make sense, Brian, mate. I can't. Does Canade, is he allergic to the football? That's the only thing I can think of. Has he got some allergy to leather or something? Cross in. Canade heads it behind for a corner. Look at that from Alisson. Alisson trying to play it out to Robbo and he gives it straight to Sunderland. Fuck off, lads. Like, what is that? What is that from Alisson? Like, Canade did well there. Fair play. Canade gets back in and clears his lines. So Canade bails him out there. Fair play. But what was that from Alisson? Well done, Canade, on that one, sincerely. But what was that from Alisson? Another corner. Oh, they've hit the post. Oh, Jesus Christ. Simple routine. Get the runner across the front post. Four, lad. Four Liverpool. Look at this shit. Four of them standing there as the Sunderland player runs across the front of the 6-yard box. Fucking four of them. And he heads it and it hits the outside of the post. For the love of God. Four, lads. Four of them. Poor Rio and Chiesa, confidence is ruined, said James Hart. And we keep hearing this, we don't want to block the pathway for Rio shite as well, when he won't give him a run. This time, better even to play Endo Gomez instead of Canade. Sunderland making a change now. Ekitike must be on that bench now, wanting to punch Slot in the face. And I don't blame him, because it's ridiculous. You telling me Hugo Ekitike couldn't bring a bit of energy to that front line now? Virgil heads it back to Ali. Ali throws one out left side to Robbo. Robbo's ball forwards cleared by Sunderland. Soboslai. Gomez. Back to Dom. That's it, boys. No need to go forward. Sideways and backwards. That's the trick. Virgil. McAllister. Soboslai. Ruthless said, Ali's been off all game. I'm worried. Same. He hasn't looked right today. And I said it from that save that he touched onto the crossbar earlier. We look shaky, which is very unlike Alisson. Salah. Isak. Szoboszlai, Gomez, Szoboszlai, back across to McAllister. I'm going to say, if we win this game, I'm still not changing my mind on Arner. This is bullshit. Salah. Back to Canade. Back to Szoboszlai. Gravenberch. Out to Gomez. Salah. Salah plays across straight to the goalkeeper. I don't even know where he was going with that, by the way. I've no idea what Salah was trying to do. There's answers on a postcard. What was Mohamed Salah trying to do there? A waist-height ball straight at the defender who ducks and it goes to the keeper. I honestly... Jones is on the sideline now, ready to come on. If we draw this, will he survive? He can't. He can't. This is just horrendous. It's just so bad. Gomez coming off now to be replaced by Curtis Jones. Still no Rio Ngamoe. Still no Hugo Ekitike. No problem with Jones coming on, by the way, but... Imagine coming into our chat and thinking you get to tell us all we have no spines and not thinking you're getting thrown the fuck out. Weirdo. Played decent in first half, then we've got Canade. I don't think we did play well, mate. Respectfully, I don't think we did play well first half. Salah. Szoboszlai. His cross is blocked. Back to Salah. Curtis Jones. Salah. McAllister. Virgil. Robertson. It's just... Szoboszlai. Back to Jones. Back to Szoboszlai. Back to Jones. Cross to Gravenberch. Does Slot get paid per pass or something? There has to be some reason that we just move the ball sideways and backwards. That's it, Robbo. Perfect ball. Like, you played it, mate. Put it straight out for a goal kick. Save the time, Robbo. Well thinking. Robbo's got it. Doesn't want any more side to side. Just give the ball straight to Sunderland for a goal kick. Then we can win it back. Huh? Robbo zoned in. Virgil, that's it, Virgil. Give it straight back to Sunderland, mate. That's it. Strike, deflection, 1-0 Sunderland. 1-0 Sunderland. Well done, Virgil. Well done. Just give the fucking ball straight to Sunderland, bro. Well done. Should we read out Virgil's pre-match comments again about how they're going to fight and change everything by giving the ball straight back to Sunderland, and then they score with a deflection and we lose 1-0? I don't know what... I'm lost for words. I am lost for words. Virgil has the ball, then loses the ball, and then they score from it. I'm lost for words. I don't even know what to say anymore. Goal Sunderland. Look at this from Virgil. Fucking gobshite! And then look, won't close him down, you fucking pussy! Close him down, you gobshite! Dropping off and letting him shoot, and it deflects in off you again. Close him down, you fucking gobshite. He stands there sideways, jockeying him. Run and close him down, you idiot. Commit yourself. Fucking tackle him. Pay a record-breaking fee, bonuses, and promise him a corrective spend and bring Klopp back, whatever it takes. Give him freedom. He might come back. In-gear driving school said if we win, we could go fourth. Well, we're now losing. Commentator said Isak hasn't had a touch this half. Slow from Liverpool, Sunderland the better team. Far slot tonight. FSG need to look in the mirror and give a man who's a shell of himself spent money on a manager who can't manage. That was your captain who gave it Billy Big Bollocks again before the game, giving it all this. It's got none of this though. All this, none of this. Fucking hell. How many times have we said that over the years about Van Dijk and our centre-backs? They just jockey. Don't commit. Don't go out and close people down. And then when they shoot when they're turned sideways, how many times has it ricocheted off Van Dijk or a defender's leg? How many times has that happened? Because I've lost count. Is this what wet paint looks like drying? I don't know, man. Well, I don't remember wet paint making me this angry. Chris Thorne said, being spoiled by years from high-octane exciting football to be stuck with this awful Dutch football. You just can't ditch one style of footy with this. It's terrible, man. It's fucking terrible. Here's Virgil before the game. I'm going to read this out again, and I'm going to keep saying it until he learns to shut his fucking mouth and do his talking on the pitch. Our last two games at Anfield were extremely disappointing, and we can't ignore that. We know you deserve a lot better than what you saw against Forest and Eindhoven, and that is what we intend to show you tonight. From our captain before the game. Too much talking, Virgil. Not enough putting your balls on the line, son. No style of play, no personality from the coach, said Whitehammer. A little context, Isak cost more than the 11 Sunderland players on the field, and we're down 1. Yep. We're down 1 because Virgil gave it away and then didn't close him down. Here comes Ekatike now, as Arna starts to empty the bench of all the attacking talent to try and save his job. One quick question. Give me a yes or a no. Are you fed up of hearing these lads talk about what they're going to do and not delivering? Because I am done with it. It's just big up waffle after big up fucking waffle. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I knew it would be yes. Because that's all they do. They just talk for sound bites to the media over and over again. And then go out and play like that. We owe you, fans. We owe you. And also, we're going to stink the gaff up again. But we owe you. You deserve better. But you're not going to get it. Whatever events and engagements Slot needs to cancel and spend on the training ground working with the coaches to get this right, we're a faint shadow of our former selves. We certainly are, Nick. Charles said, we need to let Slot go, but FSG and Edwards will turn a blind eye. Leeds will destroy us if he stays. Do you know why they'll turn the blind eye? Because they don't want to admit they got it wrong. That's why. All this brief in the media about riding out this tough patch is just cowardly bullshit. You either know football or you don't. We all know what we're looking at. Dross. So saying we're going to keep backing them is just being a pussy. Admit it. It's not working. Act. Grow a pair. Save the season. Don't keep briefing out. Well, the club of every faith. We didn't expect this. We expected better. Everyone expected better. Don't recognise my own club. It's sad, said Tipsy Dipsy. I feel like I'm watching Rodgers last season at Liverpool, said Mr. A. Santino. Gary said, when he said fight, meant like a goth throwing slaps at a little girl swatting a bee. But whatever he meant, man, it's all just meaningless again, because it's just words. I keep saying it, it's just words. Look, credit Sunderland, by the way. They've come and had a go. Good side, well-coached side. Credit to them and their manager, but it's just so bad. Ekatike. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on Super Chats to make sure I haven't missed any. Bear with me. Ball in, cleared away by Sunderland. Second ball breaks to Soboslai. Nimrod Hurwitz said, first time in my life that I want my team to lose. Short-term pain for long-term gain. Otherwise, we'll be stuck with him forever. Blizzard said, could play 900 minutes and don't reckon we'd score. Skater Hardy said, even Slot looked like you knew it was over for him. It's a Liverpool corner here, and quite frankly, should be a free out to Sunderland. Which I think he has he changed it? Should be a free out, but he's given a corner, I think. Fucking shocking. Philip said, we're wasting Isak by shooting from far. Yep, he's given the free out in the end. Can they sack Slot now and pull him off the field? Banter aside, I respect you and see what it's doing with Liverpool in the Prem is a disgrace. And me as a United fan, I understand your annoyance. Look, man, I respect your kindness, thank you. You know, you've every right to banter us. I respect your humility, thank you. But, man, it's soul destroying. Like I keep saying, you go from the absolute buzz that was around our fan base in the summer with the window we had to this. We feel it's destroyed the spirit. Like, it's so bad. We won the league, invested in top quality players, and I've somehow gone backwards, mate. I think Leeds will beat us, said Joshua John Stephen Morris. Chiesa to be subbed on at 2-0. Yeah, that's usually the way, isn't it? It's usually the way, Anders. Ahmed said, after all games this season, I still don't understand what our strategy or tactics are. Just cross it and hope for the best. Can he be sacked during the game, said Stretching Claimers. You're all right. Look, lads, you're all right. Like I said, there'll be more nonsense in the media after this. More, the club have their support, blah, blah, blah. You see it, I see it. We're not stupid. We're not stupid. He's not the man to rescue this. It's clear. Like, I don't know what they need to see, lads, honestly. Even a late show turnaround win from here would still leave me angry. Will said, These have become desperate times. Every game is the same script. We know what's going to happen, and we know the ending. Pedro said, "What happened to this team? 7 losses, mate. I really don't know, bro. I really don't know." Jones now, De Weerts, Szoboszlai. Another fucking aimless hee-haw cross. It's so bad that my telly turned itself off. That's how bad it is. My telly's had enough and it's just turned itself off. No, my Sky's just gone shit to bed. That's wonderful, Sky. Thank you. At the moment, I have absolutely no Sky. Bear with me. I've got no TV at the minute. Right, here we go. It's back on now. What an absolute joke. Where's the fire and pride? Said Shane Bennett. It's not there, dude. It's not there. So the win on Sunday was worth nothing. We're a sinking ship. I'm fed up of this shite, said Itachi. Team is boring to watch right now, said Mikey Shaw. $80 minutes on the clock, folks. 80 minutes. 10 to go. Trailing 1-0 at home again. Jones. Back to Salah. Szoboszlai. Another one of these hopeless bullshit crosses. The Danny, thank you, mate, for joining Anfield Agenda Ultras. Lads, these crosses. Come on. They're just nothing. Gary said, Liverpool seem to have lost all identity and confidence. They don't seem to know what style they should be playing. Keep your chin up, mate. You legend. So, I'm going to make the joke for you. What you should have said is keep your chins up, mate. But either way, Gary, I respect you, man. Thank you. It's bad when I'm trolling myself. 1-1, Wirtz. Come on. 1-1. Wirtz grabs a goal. 1-1. Wirtz scores to make it 1-1. And even that had to take a little ricochet, but we'll take it. Good footwork. Jigs his way in. 1-1. Noob said, Verge has no right whatsoever to wear the armband in disgrace. Curtis Jones said, it's a joke to see this team play with zero structure. Man United fan, and even I can't stand to see this disgrace. Thank you, mate. Ryan Sherwood said, thanks, Craig. Love the channel and you. What's this? It's off now. It's so depressing. Much love. Thank you, man. Charles said, they've given up. Those crosses are evidence. They're shocking. Shocking crosses. So, 8 minutes left. And I said it before, even if we turn this round, I'm still manager out. Because it's awful. Ekatike. Cross in. Cleared up in the air. Keeper saves it. Chris said, I'll never see this failure happen so quickly to any football. I've never seen this failure happen so quickly to any football team ever. Did the referee not just see that handball that I seen blatantly? No? The Camwill said, unfortunately, the sooner we lose, the sooner he's gone. Over this crap. Never thought I'd say that. It's just not good enough, man. This team's lost. Craig, the booing at Anfield's becoming audible. Vert's goal isn't even going to paper over the cracks. It changes nothing for me, man. Nothing. Even a win changes nothing. He's got to go. He's clueless. Ref, that's a head injury. He should have stopped this game. The ref took too long to stop that game. Sunderland players down with a head injury for 10 seconds. He should have stopped that quicker. For those saying it's an OG, it's not. If the shot's going on target, it doesn't matter if it hits a defender or not. Ravid Rid said, at this rate, we won't qualify for Europa. Harry said, Sunderland are doing what West Ham were trying. Zero pressing. What does Chiesa have to do to get Klopp back in to try and save our season? I back Slot to turn it around, but clearly not to beat, said Roy Patel. You know what? I think that was an own goal, lads. I think it was an own goal. I watched it back. It was going wide. It was going wide. It was an own goal. It was. I just seen it back from an angle behind, and the shot was going wide. So even the goal was a stroke of luck because it was going wide. It was an own goal. Fuck me. I won my bet versus the score. Oh, I don't think you did, mate. I don't think you did. Unless they've paid out, in which case, lucky you. But you can see from behind when he hits the shot, it's sliced and it's gone wide. So it does look like it's an own goal. Matthew Johnny said, Dom is my favourite player, but he's been shocking. Aimless cross after cross from him and Robbo. Kirke should have started after the last game. Stop the rot out with Slot. And Liam said, if we win or draw, I'm still not convinced. Nor am I, mate. Nor am I. Chiesa's on, though. Kirke is on. Here's Ekatike. Back to Canade. Wirtz. Jones. Salah. Oh, jeez. If he hits the ball into another fucking player in front of him, one more Jesus time. There's more... Somebody please explain to Mohamed Salah that when someone's standing in front of you, the ball won't go through them. Because he doesn't seem to get it through his head. Another one straight at the player in front of him. Fucking hell. Soboslai. Behind him now. Sunderland clear it. Fucking hell. Come on, boys. Jones. Ekatike. Jones, back out to Salah. Hit it, Jones. Oh, so many blocked shots. Even if we win, I'm not convinced. Nor am I, mate. Will said Chiesa cheering like a scouser when we equalised. Jones. Wirtz, cross in, corner Liverpool. They're paying out. Nice one. Take it, my man. Good. Delighted for you, sincerely. Anybody who gets one over on the bookies, that's a win for me. So, nice, man. Enjoy. Corner to Liverpool. Last minute of normal time. Cross in deep. Corner Liverpool. Couple of appeals for a penalty. I don't think you can give a penalty for that. It'll stop it. It'll be looked at. But I don't think you can give a penalty for that. Nah, there's nothing in that. It's off the back of his shoulder. Nothing in that. Yeah, it's off the back of his shoulder. There's nothing in that. Salah and Van Dijk are shown this season they're in decline. Something needs to be addressed. Oh, lads, we're getting in each other's way. That should have been the winner. We're not getting in each other's way. Adam Cooper said, Whitesloth thinks subs can make a difference in the last 5. Because it's desperation at that point, Adam, mate. He's just emptying the bench and hoping for the best. And look, even if this comes off, nothing changes for me. He's got to go. Kirke is now getting in the way and blocking Van Dijk's header. 7 minutes added on by the ref. Come on, boys. 6 minutes to find a late winner that we don't deserve, but fingers crossed we can find it. We've had 6 shots in the last 5 minutes, not one of them on target. Ball in for Van Dijk, who just heads it again aimlessly towards the goalkeeper. Just nothing header, like. Who's he even aiming for? Just heads it back across, and I don't even know where it's aimed for. There's a break in play here. Well, we do have a quick break in play and the ref's slipping a drop ball. A reminder, if you want to submit your player ratings, join the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp, scan the QR code there on the screen or the one in the bottom right hand corner, and that will bring you in. The player ratings forms are in there already. We're back on the play. Salah, Chiesa, across to Kirkes. Liverpool corner. Come on, boys. Come on. Corner in. Headed away by Sunderland. Drops to Gravenberch. Strike, blocked. Chiesa back out to Wirtz. Wirtz ball in. Canate flicks it straight to the goalkeeper. Oh. Sunderland nearly won it. Sunderland nearly fucking won it. With one straight ball out. Well done, Chiesa. Well done, Fede. One ball again, lads. One ball through the middle and we're undone, and that should have been 2-1 Sunderland. They're a fucking joke. Well done, Fede. Thank goodness for Fede. One ball again. One ball over the top and we're undone. That's a disgrace. By the way, massive love for Fede, but that's a disgrace of a defence. Well done, Fede, for getting back on the line. Funny, the rest of them show the same hunger and passion there that Fede does. Jones with another cross in. That's cleared. Sunderland again clear it. There was no goal. There was no goal, mate. It was cleared off the line by Chiesa. He saved us. With his burst his bollocks to get back and got on the line and cleared it. But how easy was that for them? One ball straight through the middle. Szoboszlai. He switches across. Van Dijk heads it down to Wirtz. 90 seconds of stoppage time left. Once again, we turn over possession. Wirtz to Szoboszlai. Out to Salah. Back to Salah. Corner Liverpool. Come on. Last chance, boys. Come on. Good delivery, Mo. Come on. Good delivery. Come on, boys. Let's go. It's Dom. Dom is taking it, actually. Szoboszlai's come across to take it. Oh, fuck off. He doesn't beat the first man. Jesus. Second ball in. And it goes all the way through for a goal kick. Corner, last minute of the game, and he doesn't beat the first man. Fuck me. It's now at the discretion of the ref. We've had the 7. Even now, we're just still dicking the ball side to side. There's the hopeful lumped in ball again from Szoboszlai that gets nowhere. Ball in from Wirtz. Again, there's nobody there. Ekitike spins and shoots and skies it, and that'll be that. It is that. It's over. Liverpool won, Sunderland won. Arne Slot needs to be sacked tonight. Gone. Bye. This is pathetic. Pathetic. Desperation football again at the end. The manager needs to go. The fans have lost faith. The players don't know what they're doing. It's absolute nonsense and it's pathetic. And no amount of trying to sell the fans a pup is going to change this. Nobody has faith in this manager. Nobody. The players don't have faith in the manager. The fans don't have faith in the manager. It needs to end. Sack him. Chad said there's zero reason for Slot to be employed tomorrow morning. He needs to be done. This is sad, said Baram. It's pathetic. And we're blessed. Make no mistake, we are blessed to be leaving here with a point tonight. Blessed. Only, don't you dare clap, Slot. Fuck off. Hand in your resignation. Just go. Only for Fede Chiesa going back. Canade's having a little laugh, a little handshake. Little laugh, Canade. I'm not laughing, mate. I'm not laughing. Oh, Slot's having one now as well. They're all best mates out there. They're all fucking best mates. Two games unbeaten. Yeah, fire them. Sunderland should have won that game at the end. Only for Fede getting back and saving us, they'd have won that game. Toxic. Toxic. It's pathetic. Not toxic. Pathetic. And you can be banned as well. Love the channel, bro. Arne Klopp in. We're blessed we won those 5 games at the start. I know. Absolutely shocking. Another toothless performance from an Arne Slot side. Remember, our captain told us they're going to get the response tonight. They've let them down at Anfield. They're putting that right tonight. And then he goes, gifts the ball away for the first one. Gifts it away. Absolute joke. The biggest tell he needs to go is the players aren't even fighting for his job. If they believed in him, they'd be flying around the pitch. David Sultana said, what the WTF, absolute joke. We were lucky. We were blessed. Blessed. Only for Chiesa, the one man the manager doesn't actually want to give a start to. Only for him, bursting his arse to get back and stop that. We'd have lost that game. It can't even be a debate anymore. Sack him. Because whatever the owners, whatever Edwards and Hughes think they're seeing, they ain't seeing. Ladies and gents, we'll see you for the match reaction in 60 seconds. Don't forget, if you'd like to submit your player ratings, join our WhatsApp. We'll see you in 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere. We'll go through this in more detail. I just want to get this last super chat that's just come in so I don't miss it. We just dusted Chelsea. Leeds are hoping for a Liverpool favourite. Love you, man. Always a Liverpool friend. Thank you, bro. Much love to you as well. We'll see you guys in 60